Welcome back to day 2 of this Belleville East Boys Volleyball Regional. We had what an inning. Just unbelievable exciting ending to day 1 last night. An unbelievable 3-set game. Just went back and forth. No team ever got control of it until late when Granite City punched their ticket to the regional semifinal for the first time since 2019. Collinsville continues their dominance in the regional quarterfinal round. They now move to 4-0 in the regional quarterfinal as a young program in the sport of boys volleyball. And that leads us to day 2. And we welcome in to our extended Lancer Volleyball pregame show. Steven Stock here with you. Glad to have you along. And we have 2 regional semifinal matches coming your way. Belleville East and Collinsville is going to be the first one to come up here about 5:30. And then the one to follow, I think it's going to be very interesting. I'm excited for it. I'm really excited. Granite City and Althoff. I can't wait. That comes up at 6:30. I think we got 2 solid, very good volleyball games tonight between these two. So how did Collinsville and Granite City get to today? Well, here is the end of their wins in each set. In set 1, set 2, the 2-set shutout for Collinsville. In the 3 sets, it took Granite City to get over Belleville West.
Looking to serve for Alton here. This one's over right to the libero in the middle. Collinsville hit over by Carnahan. Redbirds are there. They'll fire left side with Ely. He'll swing. Right hand. Launched it right to the ref. It's going to go out. And the K-Hawks will take the first set here of the IHSA Boys Volleyball Regional Quarterfinal. Our first game of 2. Collinsville takes the first 25-14. This one's going to be over into the net. And Collinsville is now 4-0 in regional quarterfinal games as a boys volleyball program. And they will sweep the Redbirds here in sets. A set shutout, 25-14, 25-18. And they will get the Lancers of Belleville East, the One City Lancers tomorrow to Belleville West. Left side, Idries. Got it off the block. West will win a battle in set 1, 25-21. What a battle. Belleville West sticks it out and gets it done. They trailed by as many as 3 and get it done, winning by 4. Back to the line for another serve, a freshman. Sends it out, and that's the experience most likely taken over. First ever playoff game, and when those pressure gets put on like that, where you got to get 2 straight to keep this one alive, it's tough. And Granite City will take set 2. And here it comes. The service over by Nenninger. Maroons go left side. Swing. Blocked. Granite City is going to the regional semifinal. A magical finish. A magical finish for the Warriors. And they keep their season alive.
That leads us to our bracket coming in now. It's been updated on your screen as the regional semifinal games. You got Belleville East and Collinsville, Althoff and Granite City. Over in the O'Fallon Regional, we learned that Father McGivney took down Bunker Hill in 2, and Maryville Christian took down Metro East Lutheran in 2. So it's been chalk besides West Granite City. Everything has been chalk so far, even on the other side of the sectional, which we're going to go into in a moment. They're going to play their regional semifinal games tonight as well. So it's going to be very interesting to see. But Granite City so far is the only upset in this sectional, as we have regional semifinal games, East Collinsville, Althoff, Granite City. It'll be O'Fallon, Father McGivney, and Edwardsville versus Maryville Christian. And over on the other side, which let's get that on your screen now, it is going to be Homewood Flossmoor taking on Thornton Frenchville North Co-op opponent. Lincoln Way Central is going to take on Chicago Heights. And in the other regional, it will be Lincoln Way East taking on Tinley Park High School Co-op, and then Tinley Park Andrew taking on Oak Forest. And we're hoping Belleville East will get to Saturday. They win on Saturday the sectional semifinal and get to the sectional championship, where they'll play the winner of that other sectional. So that leads us to tonight. Let's go and talk some matchups. Our first one is Belleville East Collinsville. And the Lancers come in a record of 24-7, perfect 10-0 Southwestern Conference champions, 8-1 at home, while Collinsville, with that win last night, set a program record in wins. They got their 14th win of the season, improving to 14-16, 4-7 on a neutral floor. and that gave them their most wins in a season. They won 13 last year, they came in with last night, and had 12 the year prior, 23, and 11 in their first year in 2021. Now setting a program record this year, and I think that speaks volumes to what Collinsville has been able to do as a young program, especially competing in a tough Southwestern Conference. They just got a good number of firsts done this year. First ever road win against Belleville West. First ever win against Belleville West. They swept the Maroons, by the way. They beat Father McGivney. First ever time they did that, and also first time ever beating them on the road. So, Collinsville's doing some big things, and they're getting better and better each year. It's going to be very interesting to see how they continue to grow. They got some great, I think they got some fun players over there. I might be a little biased because I'm a basketball guy, and I love seeing Stanley Carnahan, Solomon Talbot, who I had to see Belleville East compete against back in January and February in the winter sport of winter months of basketball. Now they're on the volleyball floor playing very good. They played great last night, and they're just fun to watch. I think Collinsville, they have just the way they play. It feels like they really enjoy the sport. I'm not saying that none of the teams we saw last night, none of them enjoyed playing volleyball. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is Collinsville showed this just excitement and just the way they cheered each other on the floor. I mean, it was pretty fun. Collinsville looked like they wanted to be there. They looked like they wanted to get to the next round and keep their season alive another day, and they showed. I mean, Collinsville played really good, and they had a good job just cheering each other on. They're mobbing each other after a kill or a big block by Talbot or Carnahan down low. They're all over each other, just having fun, and they're a fun team. And in fact, Collinsville, another first they did was they took the first set had their first set victory against Belleville East as a program. That came at Collinsville, and in fact, that was the Lancers' first set loss of the season, and it came at Collinsville. Here is Todd Duke of the KHOC Sports Network giving you that one.
Here in this first set. Down the middle, has some sink to it. Neutling takes care of the first one over here on the sideline, and it's taken care of by Simmons. Over on the far side for Scroggins. Scroggins tries Neutling again. Over in the backside, and there's the kill shot that wins it from Jack Byers. And Collinsville falls in this first set, 25-16. Collinsville needs this point to take a set from Belleville East. KHOC's 24, Belleville East 23. Into the net it goes, and Collinsville wins 25-23 to hand Belleville East their first set loss of the year. And Enriquez down the line, and Simmons is going to hit that one out of bounds, and that is going to do it. Collinsville drops this match tonight by a final of 2-1, but Collinsville does what no one else has done so far, and that's hand Belleville East a set loss. KHOCs pick up a set in the second, or a win in the second.
But the Lancers, as you heard, would take that third set. They would win the second matchup in 2 on the year. They swept the season series with the KHOCs, and that gives Belleville East now if you look at the matchup history, they are still undefeated against the KHOCs, a record now of 9-0, and that was the first time that a matchup went to a third set. So that just shows you Collinsville. I mean, they played good that set, and you made a few errors. You end on an ace in that third set. But Collinsville, I don't think they made that many errors last night. I think they had a really good flow, and that showed last night. Collinsville, it's going to be their 4th straight year in the regional semifinal. In fact, Belleville East and Collinsville met a time in the playoffs. It was the first year Collinsville was in the playoffs. First ever season in the playoffs. And in fact, I actually had the call. That's one of my first ever games I did, was that regional semifinal between Collinsville and Belleville East, a 2-set win for the Lancers, the 24th of May. How about that, man? I was looking back, I was like, oh my goodness, man, I remember that game. I remember it, 25-12, 25-13 was the first meeting between these two in the playoffs, and this is the second time they will meet. This is the third time the Lancers and the KHOCs have been on the same side of the regional. They were on the same side of the regional last year at Belleville West. Collinsville lost to Belleville West after upsetting Althoff in the regional quarterfinal, 27-25, 25-23, but fell to West 25-17 and 25-16. Will now bring us to today with these two. Collinsville has helped out a few opponents as a lower seed. As just start to defeat Althoff last year, they hold a 2-2 record against higher seed opponents as a program. So how about Belleville East? What's their record against lower seed opponents? How do they do when they're the higher seed? Well, you look at the history going back to 2011. The Lancers are 14-5 against lower seed opponents. The last time they lost, well, you got to go back to last year in the sectional championship when they lost to 2-seeded Lincoln Way West. Lose it in 3 sets, 25-18, 29-27, 26-24. But how about inside the regional? Let's not talk about sectional championship. What about inside the regional or sectional semifinal? The last time the Lancers lost to a team seated lower to them in the sectional or regional, you got to go back to 2021. That was on the 10th of June in the regional semifinal, and a loss to 3-seed O'Fallon, 25-21, 25-8, 25-23. The Lancers took the first set and lost the last two to the Panthers. So let's go back all the way to 2011. Let's go all the way back to 2011. What is the record with a 1 seed takes on the 6 seed? Well, there's not many occurrences of that in boys volleyball, but there's been 14 of them, and the 1 seed has won 13 of them. They're 13-1 against the 6 seed. In fact, they've won 13 straight. 2011 was the lone loss that the 1 seed suffered to a 6 seed, and that came in the sectional championship in 2011 with Naperville North defeated Wheaton Warrenville South in the sectional championship. And since then, the 1 seed's won 13 straight against the 6 seed. Belleville East tonight looks to make it a 6th straight regional championship appearance. They did not appear in 2018. That year they lost to Althoff in the regional semifinal, dropping the first set 26-24. Won the second 25-23, dropped the third 26-24. Belleville East has made it 16 straight 500-win seasons this year, and they're now looking for a 4th straight regional championship on Thursday, trying to make it a 4-peat for the first time ever in program history. So that's our first matchup. Now let's talk about a Cinderella. Let's talk about a Cinderella in Althoff at Granite City. I think tonight, this matchup's going to be interesting. I know Althoff's taken the first 2 against Granite City, but we saw Granite City lose 13 straight to Belleville West over the years. They haven't won, I think, since 2021 was the number. They've never beat them in the playoffs. I think they're 0-3. They got past them. They got past them last night, and I think we're rooting for this Granite City Cinderella. They got their 8th win of the year, coming in 8-11 now as they took down the Maroons, and they are now looking to get to the regional championship for the first time ever since 2013. They have not made it past the regional semifinal in 12 years. They defeated East St. Louis in 2013, 25-8, 26-24 in the semifinal. They would fall to Edwardsville in the regional championship in 2 sets, 25-13, 25-16. They've only made it twice. The first time they made it, you got to go back to 2009. That year they lost to the O'Fallon Panthers in 3 sets and will look to make it their 3rd appearance tonight. They have not won a regional title. As mentioned, they've lost those 2. And this time, getting to the regional semifinals, the first time they've made it since 2019. How about against higher seed opponents? They were 1-12 as a program against higher seed opponents since 2011, included 10 straight losses. That streak was broken last night, and that was a streak that was held all the way to 2013 when they defeated St. Louis in the regional semifinals. So great job, and congratulations to Granite City as they get to the regional semifinal today. But they have some work to do against a very good Althoff team, who I'm interested to see how they play tonight, because I have not had my look at them yet this year, and they got to be interested. I think they're interested. They won their Gateway Metro Conference, a 6-0 record, the 2nd straight year they've won that. I think it's only the 2nd year they've been in as well, and they've done a good job just going through that conference, coming in 26-7, 6-0 in the conference, 11-4 in neutral sites. And this is a team that's coming in playing some good volleyball. 3-0 in their last 3, 4-2 in their last 6, 6-4 in their last 10. How about 13-4 in their last 17? Let's go look at their schedule a little bit. They started the year 2-0, defeated St. Pius X in 5 sets over across the river, and defeated Alton in 2. They'd keep the winning ways going 4-1 in the Belleville East Invitational Tournament. Defeated Alton in 2, Duchesne in 2, lost to Parkway South in 2, defeated Saxony in 3, and then Henry Clay, Kentucky in 2. After that tournament, they would lose to Belleville East in 2 sets, but then they would go on their longest win streak of the season, winning 7 straight, knocking off Cape Girardeau, Notre Dame in 4, Maryville Christian in 3, Granite City in 2, Metro East Lutheran in 2, and they would continue to win ways with a 4-1 stint in their own Althoff Invitational, defeating Collinsville in 2, Saxony in 2, Duchesne in 2. Their loss would come to Edwardsville in 2 sets, but they would get back in the third place game, defeating Cape Girardeau, Notre Dame in 2. But then they would keep on winning. So you're talking a 13-1 stretch in these 14 games, and they would defeat Granite City in 2, Father McGivney in 2, Belleville West in 2. In the big-time one, they defeated the O'Fallon Panthers in 3 sets. It's been quite some time since Althoff has defeated O'Fallon. They defeated Father McGivney 2, and then continue to win ways in the Lafayette tournament, defeated Eureka in 3. They would go overall 3-2 in the tournament as they lost to Francis Howell Central in 2. Defeated Rockbridge in 2, lost it to Smet in 2, and then defeated Lincoln College Prep in 2 sets and finished off the tournament. They'll hit a little bit of a fall as they lost to Edwardsville in 2, defeated Maryville Christian in 2, and then the big one, I expected Belleville West and Althoff tonight. I'm going to be real. They lost to West in 2. I was expecting a rematch for Granite City, though, instead. They lost to the Maroons in 2, but they've won their last 3, defeated Freeburg in 2, Metro East Lutheran in 2, and Collinsville in 2. They are 11-2 against common opponents with the Warriors, defeating Alton twice, Father McGivney twice, Maryville Christian twice, Metro East Lutheran twice, Collinsville twice, and Belleville West. They've lost to Belleville West and East. Granite City on the other side is 5-8 with wins over Metro East Lutheran twice, Collinsville, Belleville West, and Father McGivney. They've lost to Maryville Christian twice, Belleville West twice, Alton, Collinsville, and Belleville East. Althoff this season's 24-0 when winning the first set, 2-7 when they lose the first. They're 22-0 when they win the second, 4-7 they lose the second. They are a perfect 5-0 when they take the third set this season. They are led by junior opposite outside Nate Sorga, who has 231 kills in 72 sets. He's averaging 3.21%. How about a senior outside Brady Lechfeld, who has 148 and 68. He's averaged about 2.18. And then junior middle Kyle Johnson's third in kills. He's got 140 in 73 sets, a 1.92. Johnson leads in hitting percentage with a 399. How about junior middle / opposite Jonathan Darnell? He has a 366, and Sorga has a 255. Their setter is Rhett Neville, who's having a pretty good year. He's averaging about 10 assists per set. He's got 729 in 75 sets. He also leads with service aces with 25. Their junior libero is Nolan Carpet, who continues to get better and better. He is third in points this year from the service line, 139. Neville leads with 166 for the Crusaders. Althoff is looking for their first regional championship appearance since 2023 tonight. That year they defeated Alton in 2 sets in the semifinal, but they would fall to Belleville East in the regional championship in the Edwardsville Regional. They will look for their first regional championship since 2010. That year they defeated Belleville West in 2 sets of the championship, 25-22, 25-20. They would finish 12-13 under 500 as they would lose to O'Fallon in the sectional semifinal, 25-20. 25-23. They're looking for their 8th regional championship appearance in 9 years. Last year's quarterfinal loss to Collinsville marked a streak that came to an end of 7 straight appearances. They also did not appear in 2015. You go back since 2011 as a program, Althoff is 4-2 against lower seed opponents, and this is only the second time since 2011 in the IHSA boys volleyball playoffs where the 4 seeds play the 10 seed. The previous time, the 4 seed won. They're 1-0 against the 10 seed. We'll see if that record holds tonight. Althoff's had a very good year as a program. They clinched their 4th straight 20-plus win season, and they clinched their 5th straight 500-win season. Tonight, they look for another regional championship appearance and look to make it their 3rd regional championship title if they can get to Thursday. Thanks for tuning in to our Lancer Volleyball pregame show. We're going to end off with our great Belleville East seniors who I got the chance to interview on senior night. Here's their words. We get ready for this one. Belleville East Collinsville coming up in our first of 2 of the regional semifinal games tonight.
Volleyball postgame show. The Lancers are Southwestern Conference champions. Keegan, we got to make sure this is on here. Move over to the left if you can. Make sure we get this full banner in here. There we go. That's pretty good. There it is, folks. Southwestern Conference champions tonight as we have 4 senior guests coming up. We had Drew Knightson last night, but we're here with Keegan Rose. Keegan,
Emotions probably running high for you guys. How does this all feel for you guys right now? Hold on, I got you muted. There we go. Sorry.
Best one of the season by far. I mean, not a lot to say about that one. I thought we put our hearts out. Obviously, senior night, I think a lot of our non-seniors stepped up for our seniors. We played great defense.
Yes.
We got great block touches. We started hot, which is really good because normally, I'd say against O'Fallon, we started a little slow.
Yeah.
But this time, I mean, the first set, that was a fantastic start.
Well, I might be mistaken on this. I don't believe O'Fallon led at all at any points in this game. If I'm not mistaken, I believe they tied it 2 or 3 times, but I don't think they led, which speaks to you guys tonight playing really, really good. You guys beat them in 3 sets last time. 5 straight wins now against them. I mean, you guys feel pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, no doubt in my mind, you can't not feel good about a 5-0 in the last 5 games against O'Fallon. I mean, they're our biggest competition in our conference, and it feels great to beat them.
You look at tonight, senior night, and you got 4 senior teammates. What's it been like with those guys throughout this year, the last years in this program? What's this been like having a relationship?
I mean, it's amazing. I mean, Jordan played his freshman year, didn't play sophomore, junior, and then comes back out in his senior year and steps up for us in the moments that we need him. And
had
then
a kill in set 1.
I mean, obviously, me, Jack, Drew, and Tice. I mean, we played on the 16U team for nationals for club. I mean, we've been playing with each other for a while, so I think we all bond really well, and I think that shows in the tough games when we really needed to come out.
You look at for you guys, look at one more game against Edwardsville before the playoffs. What is the message for you guys? What's kind of the thoughts coming into that last game, coming into the playoffs, to obviously accomplish more than you guys did last year?
I think our main thing we need to come into that game is we need to go in and establish why we are the 1 seed and come into playoffs. And people should be afraid of us. I mean, other teams, they should not want to play us. And I think we need to go into Edwardsville, destroy them, and then have teams be scared in the playoffs. So,
Keegan, thank you as always. Congrats on the congrats, buddy. You're awesome. We're going to hand the headset over to one of your teammates here. We'll get the next one up. Looks like Jack Byers is going to take the headset for us.
Hey.
Jack, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Pretty good. Yeah, pretty good.
Southwestern Conference Championships for you guys, champions back-to-back. How does it feel?
Feels amazing. To lose some seniors last year that were such key parts of the offense and defense, Camden. To come out and do it again, including those losses, was big.
For you guys to win this game in 2 sets against O'Fallon, you remember last year you guys won 3 times. The last time was 2 sets. This year you guys win in 3. That's now 5 straight wins against a very good O'Fallon team, and I think that kind of should establish you guys as a pretty good volleyball team, one of the best in this area. What does it mean to you guys, though, to pull out this win like this tonight? Sets?
Yeah. So, a lot of it is when you win a big game like that the first time at their place, the next game they're coming in with a chip on their shoulder.
Yes, they will.
So the ability to win in 2 and just kill all their energy and just make sure that we stay dominant was huge.
Look at tonight for senior night for you guys. Obviously, also win the conference championship has to be pretty special to do it like this on this type of night. But just speak about what this program's meant for you over the last few years as a Lancer volleyball player.
Yeah, it's meant a lot. I came in freshman year. I didn't know very much. I came from a private school. I didn't know many people. But it's really just been a family. I found my community really early on. So it's been huge just socially, I'd say. And then personally, it's just there's been a lot of growth for me. That was mostly nurtured by Coach Nesbitt and the culture he created here. So, yeah.
What's that relationship like with it? Not just him, but also Coach Riley as well, who's your JV coach coming up, and then now your head coach. So what's it been like with those two?
Yeah, so there's just so much love. They unconditionally support us no matter what we do, and they're always there in our corner, and it's really huge, and it's really a really important thing in my life. So I appreciate them for all that they do for me.
Jack, thanks for coming up. Congrats on the good work. Let's keep it rolling, buddy.
Thanks, Steve.
Missed the last 2 years, but he's back this year for senior year. Jordan Jackson, first time coming up. Thanks for coming up here, buddy. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
What is kind of, for you coming back senior year and you get to see the team play like this, what is kind of your thoughts, feelings coming through you right now on a night like this?
Really just grateful to the coaching staff, grateful to the team members for taking me in, even though I've been gone for the past 2 years, and being able to trust me on a night like tonight to go in and start and go out and perform.
What's it like for you? You know, as you mentioned, missed 2 years, coming senior. What's it been like bonding with these teammates and growing and connecting and coming together with them?
Yeah, it's been smooth from the very beginning. I mean, they welcome me with open arms. They welcome me, develop me where I can, and just always been there for me to help me grow.
For you tonight, senior night, to be recognized, you know, as one of the seniors, what has this program meant to you? You know, only 2 years, that's, you know, half the time, but what has it meant to, I'm sure it's played a big part for you.
This program has really meant a lot to me, and just how much it feels like a family to just be a part of this program. Everybody is treated with the same level of respect, same level of care, and it's just been an amazing time, even though I've missed 2 years of it.
Jordan, you guys look at your team now coming in after that win, 28-7, 9-0 in conference play, 1 regular season game left, playoffs the week after next week. What's kind of the message, the thoughts coming into that regular season game, the playoffs? What do you guys want to get done before the playoffs, and what do you guys need to work on, I guess, is probably what I'm trying to say.
We're going in to Edwardsville and postseason with the mindset of just taking care of business. We know how good we are. Teams know how good we are. We're just going out, taking care of business every single night, and showing the same effort and intensity that we did tonight in every single one of our games.
Jordan, thanks for congrats on the great work tonight, buddy.
And we welcome into this IHSA regional semifinal game between the Lancers and the K-Hawks. Steven Stockley, glad to have you along. Had a very good, fun day one yesterday. I'm glad the Lancers got a bye. I think that's going to help today. I think it's tough. You got to play back-to-back games, and Council's got to go up against the top-seeded Lancers. Then you win, you got to turn around and play on Thursday. So Lancers should have the advantage in that aspect, where you don't have to play back-to-back days. And Belleville East also, they've beat Council twice this season, but the K-Hawks, the first time around, took a set against the Lancers. First time they've ever done that in program history. The Lancers are 9-0 in program history against the K-Hawks, and they've also met in the playoffs just a few years ago, back in 2022. That was a two-set win. All 8 of the wins outside of the 3-set one of the season have went to 2 sets, and the Lancers have done well as of late coming into today. They're 4-0 in their last 4, 7-1 in their last 8, 8-2 in their last 10, with Belleville East this 4-game win streak. Started with Collinsville back on the 6th of May, and then they defeated Alton a week later. Then O'Fallon for the big one to clinch the Southwestern Conference Championship, and then ran into a little bit of trouble against the Tigers of Edwardsville on the road at Edwardsville. Lancers got the win, but it took 3 sets, losing the second 25-21. It was some close sets. It was close the first time out. Edwardsville as well, winning 25-22, 28-26. And Edwardsville, they are playing tonight. We got a full slate of volleyball. I think, what do we got, 8 games in the sectional tonight? 8 games in the sectional being played across the state of Illinois. Obviously, there's more in this regional semifinal Tuesday. And we'll hopefully get some scores for you from around this Belleville West sectional. Lancers are going to be out here with Chase Nesbitt, Keegan Rose, Jack Byers, Hayden Neitzling, Augie Enriquez, and the libero will be Drew Neitzling. Lancers are in blue jerseys, blue text and numerals. The libero, Drew Neitzling's in a Columbia blue jersey with white text and numerals. The K-Hawks are in white jerseys with purple text and numerals. The libero's in purple wearing white, which is going to be Gabe Freeman. Council had the opening serve. Chase Nesbitt wastes no time and puts one down. I mean, it was a sprint for the first point, and Chase wins it for the Lancers, and Belleville East is on the board first, 1-0. I mean, he wasted no time. I say, watch out. Keegan Rose will have the opening serve for the Lancers. Collinsville out there with Evan Wilkinson, number 1. He did not play, or did not start last night at least. Cade Sibbons, number 14. Colin Wolgarski is their setter. He wears number 15. Solomon Talbot, number 30, sorry, I was looking at Carnahan. Stanley Carnahan, number 24 for the K-Hawks. As I mentioned, the libero is number 3, Gabe Freeman. Collinsville, I want to say they're the youngest program in the playoffs right now, at least in the sectional. I think they've done a good job. It's getting better and better. They would love to win this one. It's Carnahan, just missed it. It's going to go just out, 2-0. I mean, he just missed it. Put down a big swing, and it goes out just a little bit to the left line, 2-0 Lancers. Collinsville, I mean, essentially the K-Hawks, they're playing with nothing to lose tonight. They're hungry to pull up an upset. Why not them? That's going to be an ace. Keegan Rose gets an ace, 3-0 Lancers. He grabs his 42nd ace of the season, came in averaging .6 aces per set. That'll help out the average there. He makes it 3-0 Belleville East. Jack Byers is the highest ace per set. Then it's Keegan Rose. This near the net. Solomon Talbot tried to tip it over, and it was blocked. I think Chase Nesbitt had a hand on that for the Lancers, and it's 4-0. This is what you want to see how Belleville East just wasting no time getting points here. That's exactly what you do. Waste no time and to score. Keep the foot on the gas pedal and play. That one hits the top net, gets over. Here come the K-Hawks. They'll throw it right side with Wilkinson as there's Drew Neitzlin who knocks it down off the net, and Augie Enriquez unable to hit it over. Collinsville's on the board, and it's 4-1. As you saw, Drew hit it into the net, and Chase tried to hit it up, and then Augie tried to hit it up and unable to. So Collinsville's on the board. They'll send back a senior, Evan Wilkinson, an outside hitter. He'll serve. This will go to Jack Byers. Hello, Jack, and it's dug out. Big hit there by Wilkinson. It goes over. Augie Enriquez will send it back near the left line. It was going to go out. Collinsville played it. Now on the left side, tip over. Great dive and play, but it's going to go into the crowd as Augie Enriquez slides on the gym floor to get to that ball, but he hits it out of bounds, and Collinsville has scored 2 straight, and it's 4-2. Our serve over by Wilkinson. This goes to Drew in the middle. Keegan, they faked it. It was Drew that had to hit it over on a free ball, and that's a double hit. And Lancers will get a point back, and it's 5-2. A.J. Brunauer will come in. 89th will come out. And it will be Jack Byers serving it for Belleville. It's his first time serving. He will launch this one over. K-Hawks are there on the receive. They'll throw it out left. Here is Simmons. He's unable to hit that over. That serve kind of threw him a little bit off angle to the left. I mean, he's playing that out of bounds. 6-2, and it's way out. About halfway from the line to the gym bleachers here. Here's by 4. Another one for Byers. It goes to Libero and Freeman. He'll pass it to the left with Simmons. He'll launch this one over. This will be Brunauer in the middle of the rows. Going back to Byers from the back line. And Council's going to get there. Free ball coming. They play all the way from the side of the bench. This goes to the left side. Brunauer had it blocked. Solomon Talbot. Get a taste of Solomon Talbot on the block, and it's 6-3. Just put the hands up, and it was already on that right side. 6-3. Gabe Freeman, the K-Hawk libero, will be back to serve. He'll send this one over to Brunauer. Goes to Rose. Right side, Augie swing. Up the block, and he gets one back for the Lancers. It's 7-3. Lancers by 4. Drew Knightsland will come out. E.J. Lopina in with no libero as Chase Nesbitt will serve it. He'll send this one over. So go into the middle, and that's going to be a point for Belleville East. We're got 8-3. This one's going to be hit over Collinsville. We'll send this one over to Byers in the middle and go to Rose. And Lopina, that one's going to be a kill. That one's going to land 9-3 Belleville East. There you go. Joe Nesbitt's going to join me here in a moment. Putting the headset on. And we will go into a timeout. Here's Coach Nesbitt. It took us a little bit there.
Yeah, sorry about that, Bill.
We're all good. The wires, they get tangled up very easily. Coach, how you doing tonight?
Great. How are you? Good start here.
Yeah, we're looking good. That's what we wanted. I feel like we right away got points early. That's what we want to see.
Got points early. Keegan moved the ball around a lot really well there, and we took advantage of a few of those opportunities. So that's where you want to start a game like this. 9-3
Belleville East here in our first regional quarterfinal game. Get ready out of the timeouts. Council has taken one early. Coming up after this will be Althoff versus Granite City in our second quarterfinal game. Coach, how about that Granite City West game last night? That was pretty explosive.
That's a great word for it. It was really exciting. I thought both teams played, Granite City especially played very just kind of loose and carefree. They just kind of had that positivity all night. And then West, they'd get a 2-3 point run going and then, would just kind of shoot themselves in the foot. And that happens, especially in high school sports. You miss a serve or hit a ball long or something like that. It just kind of killed the momentum. And Granite City was able to take advantage of more of those opportunities to pull ahead.
Chase Nesbitt serving it left to right for Lancers out of the Collinsville timeout. So we'll go to the right side. They'll set it to Talbot. Left-handed swing will land on the Lancers side off the block 9-4 as Collinsville's able to execute and get a point right out of their timeout. So it'll be August Kent, a junior setter, coming in for the K-Hawks to serve. Collinsville able to get to this game with a 2-set win over Alton last night. A game where they kind of established control very early on. Rose going to EJ, big swing and got a spot. 10-4 Belleville East.
Talk about explosive, Steven.
Yes, there you go.
That's great power there from EJ. Real great control, too.
Augie Enriquez back to serve for Belleville East. His first time serving. He's coming in about a half an ace per set this season. That's going to be a service error. A little bit of reverse of an ace there.
We'll pretend we didn't see that one.
10-5. And Collinsville will go back to the line with Cade Simmons, their senior outside serving for Collinsville. Get this one over. We'll go to Augie. Sends it near the net. Fight for it. Taylor landed, and it's going to be loose. That's going to be 3 hits as the Lancers are going to point back 11-5.
Heads up block there by Keegan. That's tough to do, to track the ball coming over your shoulder like that and time it perfectly. You get up for the joust block. That's a nice play there, Keith.
A.J. Brunauer will come out. Hayden Eitzling in to serve. His first serve of the night. The Lancer Jr. gets this one over right to the libero, and Freeman as he receives. Goes right side. Hit over. It's going to be blocked. EJ was there. The Lancers make it 12-5. They have taken their largest lead of the set so far, leading by 7. Another one coming here for Hayden. Get this one over. Will be received by Wilkinson. They go back to left with Wilkinson, trying to send one down line. That one's going to be out, and it's 13-5 Belleville East. Still, they're going to
call the tip.
Okay, off the touch.
Yeah, I think the R1 just misread the call from the line judge there initially.
12-6 as Collinsville gets the point on the kill, and it will be their junior mill in Jordan Taylor. Where's number 21? He's going to serve that one out. Lancers let that one go, and it's 13-6. Chase Nesbitt's going to come back in. EJ Lopina out. Chase got her opening point in the 9 on a kill that wasted no time. It was instantly as his first serve. Collinsville going to the left with Wilkinson. That one's going to hit over and go out. 14-6 Belleville East.
Yeah, Chase ran that slide there on the first play. You were talking about that. And that's not a play they open with often, so that was a nice one to see.
Here is Belleville East coming back with Rose. They'll go right side. It'll be Hayden just going to send over a free ball. And Collinsville will come back with it in the middle. Going to Carnahan. Big swing. Drew's there on the dig. Goes to Chase. And a free ball coming by Rose. He tracked that one down in the middle. Collinsville coming back. Right side swing. There's Keegan right there in the middle. Goes to Hayden. Now to Byers on the left side. Goes off a K-Hawk player ahead in Zagarski. Belleville gets the point. 15-6 there. We'll take those.
This Collinsville team, though, they're scrappy like that.
Yes, they are. I like them. I watched them last night. This looked like they were having a lot of fun.
Yes. Yep. I was down there at the score table watching and could hear those guys kind of their chatter and kind of laughter throughout the night. And that always helps a team. If you're having fun, if there's not a dark cloud hanging over you, you're going to play better.
16-6. Lancers got another point after a hidden error. This will go to Wilkinson, left side. Lancers there on the block. Collinsville comes back with Rose. This will go to Byers. Big swing, Jack Byers. Oh, my goodness. Man, it's a lot of fun when he puts that down. And it looks beautiful.
That was a hammer there. My goodness.
17-6. Lancers by 11, continuing to grow their largest lead. Drew Neitzling, the senior libero, the one serving for the Lancers. This will go to the left. And
oh boy, hey.
Hayden goes down and gets there. And Byers sends it over, but it's going to go out left of the line. Collinsville going to point 17-7. Collinsville will go to Colin Wilkarski, their setter. The serve for the K-Hawks.
Talbot back in. Man, they got some size.
They do. Talbot, I mean, he had a couple blocks last night, at least 3. And Byers, you got to watch out there. He gets a kill, and it's 18-7 Belleville East.
Nice play there. A little misdirection. Chase runs another slide. Jack kind of comes into the middle there. That's a great play.
So Keegan Rose back to serve, making our full rotation. He started off the game serving for East. Got an ace during that first service run. He sends this one over to the back right corner. Collinsville going left side with Talbot. He'll tip it over. Byers going to Rose. Now going to Augie. He's looking to put one down. Had it blocked. There's Carnahan. There's the size right there for Collinsville playing a key factor. 18-8. Jayhawks will now send a senior and Evan Wilkinson back to serve. Senior outside hitter for the Jayhawks. He'll send this over. Drew will receive. Goes to Keegan. Now going to Byers. He's having a game so far. Another swing, another kill for Jack, and it's 19-8.
From all areas of the net.
Yeah, he's been all over the place just putting it down. Hayden Neitzling came out for the Lancers. A.J. Brunauer back in. This will be Byers serving it. He'll launch this one over the line drive. Dug out, and it's going to go out of bounds to the Lancer bench. Belleville East by 20 on the ace by Byers. Byers came in leading the team. That's his now 43rd ace of the season. Averaging 0.8 aces per set. The two leaders in aces, Rose and Byers. That's going to be back-to-back. Goes right off the libero in Freeman's hands. Belleville East is within 4 now. 21-8. Another one coming up here for Jack. This one's into the net, 21-9 on the service there.
I love to see this start. You know,
Yes.
Collinsville took a set from us early in the season and managed to score some points second time around against us. So
go to Rose. Nesbitt will launch that one out, 21-10. Collinsville with 2 straight. When we speak of Collinsville and this boys volleyball program, I mean, it's a young program, but I feel like every single year they've been getting better and better. Just looked at it last night. They're now 4-0 in regional quarterfinal games. They've gotten to the semifinal every single year.
Yeah.
They know that round pretty well.
Coach Nichols is a tremendous guy.
Augie will get the Lancers a point.
And it seems like every year he reloads with upperclassmen athletes. And it doesn't surprise me. I mean, I'm sure kids want to play for Coach Nichols and the job he's doing. And that's kind of how you start building a program. You just find those athletes around school and talk them into coming out and trying volleyball, and most of them come out and have a good time.
Brunauer's dig's going to go backwards to the back right corner. Collinsville gets the point in the kill, 22-11. And Jayhawks last night broke their program record for wins at 14. The year prior they won 13. The year prior to that they won 12. And look at last year they were able to knock off Althoff. That was the higher seed. They were the 5 seed. And now Collinsville back in the regional semifinal for their 4th straight season. So go right side to Enriquez. Blocked there by Cade Simmons. He read that. 22-12. Jayhawks with 2 straight, trying to get back and go on a run here, running out of time in this first set. As it will be August Kent serving for the 2nd time late here in set 1. Watch this one over to Byers. This will go to Rose. Right side, AJ. Puts one down. There's a big swing. His first kill.
Attaboy.
Looking to see that. There we go. 23-12. Lancers now within 2.
I'm going to put you on the spot here since you mentioned Collinsville's record in regional quarterfinals. When was the last time Granite City had won any postseason game?
So the last time they were back in the regional semifinal was 2019.
Okay.
They took on Belleville East actually that year and lost. That one's going to be backline.
Oh, I was coaching that game.
Yes,
I remember that.
They got in as I believe it was a 5 seed, so they were high enough. But how about this? So the last time they beat a higher seed opponent was 2013.
Okay.
So it's been a while, but that was a big time win for them last night.
He in 19. He had a big middle, big strong kid who was pretty darn good, and a couple other athletic pieces around him, and they were a fun team to play against.
23-14. Jayhawks will serve here at Simmons. This one's to be hit over. Drew going to Rose. Left side AJ. Another swing. He found another spot on that left line. Back-to-back kills for him on back-to-back swings, and the Lancers have hit set point here in set 1 in favor of Belleville East. Hayden Einslin will come in, and he will look to put the finishing touch here on this first set. Lancers this season come in a record of 24-1 when they take the first set. This one's going to be over. On the right side, Collinsville off the touch.
Should have been out of bounds.
Keegan will send it over center. Don't work. There we go. 25-14. The Lancers have taken the first set of our regional semifinal game over the Jayhawks of Collinsville. 25-14 the final here in set 1. Back in a moment for set 2. This is the IHSA Boys Volleyball Regional Semifinal here for Belleville East on the Belleville East Broadcast Network. Looking back in here to Belleville East in our IHSA Boys Volleyball Regional Semifinal. Game 1 and 2 here. Belleville East in Collinsville. The Lancers taking the first set over the Jayhawks 25-14. Get ready here for the second set. Coming up is also at 6:30 will be Althoff and Granite City, as Althoff will look to make it their 8th regional championship appearance in the last 9 years, while Granite City looks to make it their first since 2013. Welcome in here to the second set. Student Stack with my guest, the former head coach and the current athletic director of Belleville East, Joe Nesbitt. Coach, what do you see out of Belleville East in that first set?
Oh, I love it. Came out strong. A few little errors, but didn't let anything snowball. And here in the second set, to use a golf analogy, starting the second set, just grip it and rip it here, right? Just come out swinging hard, high energy, foot on the gas pedal. Let's close this out quickly and look forward to Thursday night.
And I think also when you look at the way this regional is set up, Collinsville is kind of in a tough patch because they had to play yesterday, play today, and then back at it Thursday, while Belleville East only has to play 2 games in 3 days. They have to play 3 and 4. I mean, the rest plays a kind of a factor in a week like this.
It does. And this is a tall order for Collinsville, like you said, to play last night. Maybe they went in the gym this morning for a little serve and pass, kind of a practice, who knows, but to really prepare for a high octane team like Belleville East here, that's a tall order for Collinsville.
Keegan Rose will have the opening serve for the Lancers. He'll serve it left to right on your TV screen. He's going to get an ace right off the bat. 1-0 Lancers, as Belleville East out there with Keegan Rose serving. Augie Enriquez, Jack Byers, the senior Jordan Jackson will start here in the second set. AJ Brunauer also out there in the libero. Of course, is the senior Drew Knightsland. 1-0 Belleville East. Keegan, another serve, line drive over. Collinsville will receive. Carnahan will send it over. Going to Rose. Drew will set it left side. Byers, swing over. Got it. 2-0 Belleville East. Here we go again. Quick start right out of the gate.
Love it. Yep, real efficient.
Not wasting any time at all. 2-0.
Bit of a blitzkrieg here.
Yep.
That's what you like to see.
Lancers will get the winner of Althoff Granite City over on the O'Fallon Regional. We got Father McGivney taking on O'Fallon. That one's going to go in that 2-1. And on the other regional coming up at 6:30, that'll be Edwardsville taking on Maryville Christian. Granite City so far, as they defeated West last night, it's the only upset of the Belleville West sectional. All quarterfinal games were chalk besides Granite City, as Brunauer hits that one out, and we're tied up at 2 apiece. Collinsville out there with Evan Wilkinson served. You got Cade Simmons, Colin Wagarski, their setter. Solomon Talbot, Stanley Cardahan, the libero is Gabe Freeman. Byers, right side, had it blocked, but it's going to go be a point for Collinsville, 3-2.
Yeah, that looks like the right call. I'm not sure. I think Jack thought maybe they were in the net.
Jayhawks with 3 straight, and they have taken their first lead of the match. Lancers led the whole way through in the first set. Here's Keegan going right side. Byers, he'll get it right back for Belleville East. There you go. That's how you respond.
He's not going to miss twice in a row very often.
Nope, 3-3. And he'll go back to the service line. Jack had an ace earlier in the first set. This one's going to be a hit over. Received by Freeman, sends it right back over that, going to Rose. No one was there, kind of miscommunication. Rose set it, no one went up for it.
Yeah, Jordan was just a step early. Keegan's talking to him about it right now. That's a great push ball to run to Jordan.
Yeah.
He just kind of overran it. I think he thought it was going to Augie.
4-3. Freeman will serve it for Collinsville. The libero Lancers trying to get this one back in tie. Let's go right side, AJ Brunauer. He gets a kill. He missed the last one, hit it out. This time he gets it off the touch. We're tied at 4. All right, Coach, you put me on the spot earlier in set 1. I'm going to put you on the spot here in set 2. When was the last time the Lancers did not make the regional championship?
I'm going to say 2017.
You're close, as Applegate is the one serving for the Lancers. Taylor swing.
No, we did that year.
Tipped over by Talbot, and Collinsville takes the lead
16?
back 5-4. It's actually 2018. It's been 5 straight regional championship appearances. You guys did not appear in 2018. Lost to Althoff in the semifinal.
Oh, gosh.
Lost
yeah.
in 3, and these sets are all by 2 points, 26-24, 25-23, 26-24.
Yep, that was in Althoff's gym. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up.
That one's going to go out. Collinsville up by 2. Their largest lead so
Yeah,
far.
I remember it well now.
6-4 Jayhawks, but 5 straight regional championship appearances. You guys also clinched a 16 straight 500-win season. You guys as a program never went under 500.
Right.
This will be EJ blocked by Taylor. It was all over it for Collinsville. Put the hands up, and it's 7-4. Collinsville their largest lead. Going 3 straight here.
Yeah, we've been
Really, really good.
We've always had players and coaches who have bought in to what we wanna do.
Oh my
Look at that.
goodness.
Wow.
I mean, you got to watch out when he swings. You really do.
Attaboy, Augie.
7-5. Hayden Knightson will come in for AJ Brunauer. It'll be Hayden back to serve. Answers by 2. Collinsville by 2. This will be in the middle. They'll throw it right side with Simmons. He'll launch it over to Byers as he digs it out, going to Rose. Now Augie sends it back over. Collinsville go in the middle. Left side swing, put down to the kill for Japal Hudson, who did not play in the first set. He gets his first kill, and it's 8-5.
That was a pretty deceptive swing there. He kind of hung up in the air and
Yeah.
almost looked a little off speed, and we just kind of struggled with that.
8-5. Cade Simmons the one serving for the Jayhawks. Gets it over. Going Rose. Left
it
side
is.
Augie off the touch. Going all the way back.
Oh,
Freeman
great
keeps
hustle.
it alive.
Great hustle.
3 ball is over. Rose going right side.
There
EJ
it is.
killing that rally though. 8-6. Lancers back within 2.
See, that's the thing about Collinsville, though, and coaches like Coach Nichols, Coach Warren at Grant City, same way. You know, these guys, they've got their players just kind of hustling and working hard and playing carefree, and I love to see that.
8-6. Augie Enriquez back to serve. Lancer sophomore came in second today in kills for Belleville East. So it'll be left side. Wilkinson. EJ with the block. 8-7. Lancers back within 1. They look to tie it now. Early in this second set, Collinsville this season came into today. Record of 2-15 when they dropped the first set. This will be Enriquez. He'll launch this one over, and that one's going to be just down the back line. It'll be 9-7. Jayhawks by 2. It'll be Jordan Taylor back to serve.
Man, they just keep rolling out big guys, too.
Yep, they got a lot of guys over 6'2" at least on this roster, at least 6 or 7, I see. Byers, left side, there we go. Monster swing, Jack puts it down 9-8. Answers within 1. EJ Lopina will come out. Jordan Jackson, who started the set, will come back in. And the Lancer libero and Drew Knightson will serve. Drew gets this one over. Collinsville in the middle. Will go right side. Carnahan wraps around and got it. 10-8, Jayhawks. Collinsville by 2. And it will be Colin Wilgarski, the setter, junior setter for the Jayhawks to serve. Went down early 3-0. Since then, Jayhawks a 10-5 run. So go to Knightson, going to Rose in the middle. He'll throw it right side for Chase. Goes out.
Got a touch here on the left.
Look for
He's
the
gonna
touch.
give it
Yep,
to
there
him.
we go, 10-9.
I'm not sure. I assume it was off the blocker.
Yep. Lancers within 1, 10-9. 80 Knightsland will come out. AJ Brunauer back in, and it will be Keegan Rose serving for the second time. Started off the set serving for East. He'll serve it now for the second time. This one's hit over. Libero there on the receive. Will throw it right side with Wilkinson. Blocked. Carnahan hits up in the air. Wilkinson will throw it left side for Talbot. He'll swing it over. Right to it. Augie near the net. Council sends it back by Carnahan. Lancers staying alive with Byers. Swing dog. Oh my, what a play by Wilkinson. Went to his left. Rose. Nesbitt tip over. Wilkinson's there again. Collins will set. Right side Talbot. Left-handed swing. Drew is there.
Drew.
Knocks it down. Keegan center dump. Collins in the middle. Go left side. Carnahan got it. Collinsville back by 2.
Great rally by number 24, Carnahan, there for Collinsville. He was everywhere. Got his hands on a lot of those blocking attempts and just kept battling.
11-9. Collinsville back by 2. Lancers have not been able to go. I want to believe have not went 2 straight points since going up 3-0. Collinsville's been able to dictate a little bit of this game now, as this will be served over by Wilkinson. Going back to Byers off the touch. There's a kill for Jack, 11-10. Lancers back within 1. Look to tie it.
Yeah, this has not been the blitzkrieg that we ordered up
Yeah,
at the start of the
we
set
got the
here.
start, but Collinsville is playing very well. They lead by 1. Byers will serve it, and he's going to launch that one out. 12-10. Jayhawks came in a record of 14-16 tonight. Lancers came in at 24-7. This will be the libero and Freeman serve. It'll go to Augie. Now Keegan goes to AJ, and he's going to kill back. 12-11. Lancers back within 1. Now we'll look to tie it once again. EJ Lopino will come in. Drew Nineslin out, no libero. As the Lancers will send Chase Desmond back to the service line. This one over. Collinsville's Wilkinson will pass it to the left. He goes to Talbot to the right. Swing is over. Brunauer, no one there to back it up. 13-11. Just trading points here the last few minutes.
That's a perfect ball for the big guy there. Talbot, left-handed, coming from the left side of the court. He can do just about anything he wants with that ball.
13-11. August Kent will serve it for Collinsville. Lancers took the first, winning 25-14. Also coming back here, leading by 2. EJ swing, that one's out. Collinsville by 3. 14-11. 10th meeting between these two, and 8 of the 9 have went to 2 sets. Collinsville took the second at Collinsville in the first matchup between these two this year, and looking to do the same thing in this one. Taylor sends it over. Keegan couldn't pass it anyone. 15-11. Jayhawks by 4, their largest lead of the game.
I think Coach Riley's going to give him one more here.
Yeah, this one's going to be over. Drew, pass to Keegan. Left side Augie, swing, got it, there we go. Got one back, 15-12, and trying to find some momentum here. See if a kill like that can spark a run. As AJ Brunauer come out, Haiti Knights leaning for East. Aiden serving for the second time in the set. Sends it right in the middle to the libero and Freeman. Pass out left with Hudson. It's over. Drew is there. Going to Keegan. Now to Byers from the back line into the net. 16-12. Couple of hidden errors by East. Couple service errors in the set as well. Cade Simmons will serve it for Collinsville, and we'll get a service error back. 16-13.
This is a good rotation here. Augie's been working on float serve in practice a lot. I'd love to see him use that here. Let's see what he does.
Augie's serving this one. 16-13. Gets it right in the middle of the libero and Freeman. Pass going to Taylor. Drew couldn't handle it. 17-13. Collinsville by 4 again. Just have not been able to string 2 points together yet in quite some time. Taylor will serve. Sends it over near the line. Byers is there. Rose, center dump. There we go, Keegan. Do it right in the middle. No K-Hawk player was there. And it's 17-14. EJ Lopino will come out. Chase Nesbitt in. It'll be Drew Nineslin, the Lancer libero, serving it. Drew in the middle.
Good serve. Drew.
Received by Zagorski. He'll go left side. Wilkinson block. Collinsville trying again. They'll send it over as Byers will play it. Rose back to Byers. Big block by Carnahan. He was ready for it.
He is having a night.
18-14. Collinsville by 4. Carnahan right in the middle. Had the block. Came in averaging 2 kills per set, and on the blocks came in averaging half a block per set. This will be Collinsville's Wagorski serving. Rose going to Byers. Tip over. He found a spot in the middle. Lancers are back within 3. A.J. Brunauer will come in. 89th will come out. Keegan Rose to serve. He's trying to find a way to get a point on a serve. Keegan serving for the 3rd time. Gets this one over. Wilkinson in the middle. This will go to Talbot. Swing is blocked. Carnahan. Pass out to the right. Now go to left with Talbot again. Sends it in the middle of Augie. Keegan. Left side Jack. Tip over near line. K-Hawks are there. One left side Wilkinson. Tip over. Not going to get in. Over as it goes into the net. 18-16. Lancers cut it in half from 4-2.
Just keep them in here, Keeg.
Rose had a service run to open up the set, looking for another here and just sent it out. 19-16. Just haven't been able to string anything together. Evan Wilkinson back to serve for the K-Hawks. This one's over. Drew, and it's going to be an ace. Just passed it to the scorer's table. Collinsville, the first team to 20, and Belleville will take their timeout. Collinsville up by 4. Will take a timeout as well. Back in a moment. This is the IHSA Boys Volleyball Regional Semifinal for Belleville East on the Belleville East Broadcast Network. Well, back in here to Belleville East late in the second set. Lancers took the first 25-14, but here come the K-Hawks. They've stormed to take a lead. They were just up by 4. Lancers got it back within 2, and then Collinsville back by 4, 20-16. Steven Stacker with my guest with me on the call, the former head coach of Lancer Volleyball, Joe Nesbitt, as the K-Hawks will serve it right to left. Rose going right side with Byers swing, dug out near the net, bleachers, and Collinsville. I mean, those plays, they're having those all night, able to keep it alive. Wilkinson going out right. They'll set it to Talbot. Left-handed swing put down. Rose's dig tracked down by Enriquez. Back right corner. Free ball coming from Keegan. K-Hawks in the middle going to Carnahan. Big swing on it. 21-16 Collinsville. K-Hawks by 5, and they have now taken their largest lead of the game. Wilkinson in the middle, and it's an ace. 22-16. The K-Hawk faithful loving it here as they are 3 points away from taking a set against the Lancers.
They can do no wrong right now. Great energy, great enthusiasm, great attitudes over there. Not that we don't, we're just a little stunned right now.
They're fired up. Wilkinson into the net.
There we go. That's the break we need.
An opportunity now to get a run going. Down by 5. 22-17. Jack Byers will serve, and I'd be fine with him serving right now. One of the senior captains for East. He knows what to do in a spot like this. Byers serves this one over. K-Hawks in the middle. Will throw it. Talbot right side. Swing. Drew hits it up in the air. Byers. Enriquez swing. Dug out by Freeman. Collinsville in the middle. This will go to Talbot. Tip over. Drew gets there. Keegan. Now right side AJ. Swing over. Collinsville plays it off the wall, and it's going to be a kill. 22-18.
Great redirection, getting that ball out to the right side.
Four-point game. Another serve by Jack. He'll get this one over. Collinsville, middle, going left side. Augie tracks it down, keeps it alive. Keegan's there. Jack will send it over. Collinsville, middle. Carnahan, block. Chase sends it back. It's going to be a point for Collinsville. K-Hawks within 2, 23-18.
boy, that's the way this set's been. You know, we get some good touches, like kind of like what I was saying earlier about Wes last night. Make 2 or 3 good plays, and then air goes out of the sails.
Here is Nesbitt. He'll send it out left. It's out. And the K-Hawks are within 1 point of taking set 2 against the Lancers, and Belleville used the use of the last timeout. We'll try to get the use of the timeout, Doctor, as it's 24-18 here in the second set. We'll take a timeout as well. This is the IHSA Boys Volleyball Regional Semifinal from Belleville East on the Belleville East Broadcast Network. Collinsville set point in set 2, 24-18. The libero Gabe Freeman will have it. For the K-Hawks looking to put the finishing touch on this one and force a winner-take-all third set. This one's going to be served over. This will go to Byers. Keegan in the middle. Right side, Brunauer tip over. K-Hawks are there. Collinsville will go left side. Simmons. Augie is there. Will go to Keegan. He'll set it right side. Brunauer swing. Block. Byers. Eric in near the net. Rose back to Brunauer right side. Swing. It's going to be a kill. Well, 5 straight is what we need to keep this one alive. 24-19.
You know, that last time out, I'm sure Coach Riley was telling the boys, you know, hey, just use this opportunity to try to build some momentum. If we go to a third set, we go to a third set. But just try to build some momentum getting in there, into that spot.
Here is the sophomore Noah Applegate serving for the second time. He's had some big plays this season. So we're going to run out of him. He gets down over the line drive. Collinsville, Taylor, launched that out. 24-20. Collinsville's going to take a timeout. I know we'll like that. Forces the K-Hawks to kind of regather here.
Yeah, no, this is good. This is good. You know, again, you don't really want to be in this position, but it is what it is, and so you just got to try to reestablish yourself, right? Clear the head during the last timeout and this timeout. Shrink the game a little bit, you know, minimize the panic.
24-20 the score. Collinsville will have Lancers will have the score when we come out of the timeout. Coming up upon the conclusion of this one, it will be Granite City taking on Althoff in the second regional semifinal. Winner of this one will get the winner of that one on Thursday here in the regional championship. Collinsville trying to take the second set. If I believe Collinsville has not taken a set in their history in the regional semifinal. They went 0-4, 0-8 in sets. Noah Applegate will have it here out of the timeout. He will serve it into the net. The timeout doctor comes through for Collinsville. The K-Hawks have taken the second set, and we're going to a winner-take-all set 3 as the K-Hawks get it done 25-20 here in set 2. We gather and come back in a moment for set 3. K-Hawks take the second 25-20. Winner-take-all set 3 coming up. This is the IHSA Boys Volleyball Regional Semifinal. The Belleville East Broadcast Network back in a moment. Winner take all, set 3 coming up between the K-Hawks, who came in as the 6th seed, and the Lancers, who came in as the top seed, one seed of this Belleville West sectional, and they are going to a third set. The K-Hawks, Belleville took the first 25-14. Council took the second 25-20, which brings us to a third set. Steven Sack here with my partner on the call with me tonight, the former Lancer Volleyball head coach, now the current athletic director of Belleville East, Joe Nesbitt. Coach, Collinsville, they played really well in that second set, and when they took the lead, they never let go. The momentum carried them.
Yeah, they played great. They took advantage of their size. They took advantage of some scrappiness that they got back there. But like I said earlier, the biggest thing is the mindset for them in that second set. They truly played like they have nothing to lose and everything to gain, and that's what they went out and did. And for a team like East, who's been so strong and has done so well, things start to tighten up when you see the team on the other side of the net playing that way. I think we hit the reset button here, though. I'm excited for this third set.
Collinsville with that set 2 win took their first ever set in the regional semifinal. They were 0-8 prior, and they have grabbed a set now 1-9 after the second. Belleville East trying to make it a 6th straight regional championship appearance. K-Hawks will have the opening serve right to left. For the Lancers, it's Chase Desbick, Keegan Rose, Jack Byers, Hayden Eitzlin, Augie Enriquez, the libero, Stu Eitzlin. K-Hawks will have Colin Rogarski have the opening serve. He'll send it over, and it's out. Belleville East has the opening point, 1-0. That's going to hopefully guide us here to some opening points in this third set. 1-0 lead. Collinsville also out there with Solomon Talbot, Cade Simmons, Evan Wilkinson, Stanley Carnahan, and the libero is Gabe Freeman. Keegan will have the opening serve for East in the set. Going left to right. Talbot blocked. Point, Belleville East, 2-0.
I don't know if the libero hit the net there or kind of took my eye off it and fouled the ball.
What about Sylvia? Had 2-0. The Lancers have the opening 2. They had the opening 3 in the second set, and the service there will give Collinsville a point and the serve back 2-1.
Got to minimize the unforced errors like that.
I feel like we had a couple service errors, at least 2 or 3 in that second set. This will be Lancers. Rose going to Byers. Good swing. Collinsville dug it out. Good play by Wilkinson, but couldn't follow it up. 3-1. Lancers back by 2. Two-point game. This will be Jack Byers serving it for East. This one's going to be over. Nesbitt. There's a good play by Chase, 4-1.
Yeah, it's a smart play. A lot of times an overpass like that, you kind of start licking your chops there a little bit and want to put a big swing on it. That's a smart move.
I was going to say, you just threw it straight down. Didn't try to swing it. This will be Byers. This one's going to be over. Collinsville in the middle will throw it left side. Simmons.
Play it again.
No one there after the first hit. 4-2. Collinsville will have the serve. For the second time now in 10 matches in program history, Collinsville has taken a set against the Lancers. Collinsville a couple firsts this year. That one's going to be out, 5-2 Belleville East. Grabbed their first win against Belleville West. Also grabbed their first road win against the Maroons. They swept Belleville West, grabbed their first win against Father McGivney. And were able to get to the regional semifinal for now the 4th straight year. All 4 years as a program made the semifinal. Now have taken their first set in the regional semifinal. So go in the middle of the Rose. Now Byers will send it over, hit the top of the net. Collins will go right in the middle with Talbot. Left-handed swing. Keegan there. Goes to Chase. Augie over in the middle. Collinsville will go right side with Talbot. Left-handed swing. Byers tracks it down. Going to Rose. Now to Brunauer. Right side swing. Off the touch. Talbot up in the air. Left side Simmons. EJ was there. Will go to Rose. He'll send it over in the third hit. K-Hawks. Middle again. Taylor. Nesbitt's there. Belleville East will try it again. They're going to go to Brunauer. Swing into the net. Back and forth.
Collinsville, a heavy dose of Talbot there. I think Coach Nichols liked what he's seen out of him tonight and has told the setter, let's keep going to the right side.
5-3. Alex back within 2. Talbot
Big guy's going out now.
This will be August Kent out there. Do have Jordan Taylor, who's 6'5". He's their middle right now out there. That one's going to be over. Keegan, left side, EJ, swing. That one just out on the right line, 5-4. 1 point game. They also have Kent serving. This one's going to be over. Rose to Augie, swing off the touch. We're going to say one out. 5-5. Lancers giving up a tie game now. 3 straight by Collinsville. Had a 3-0 lead early. This one's going to be over. Going to Byers. Rose. EJ. There we go. 6-5 East.
Yeah, keep it simple there. Run your high percentage plays. Nice little 3-ball to EJ. That we do well on that play.
Aiden Eitzlin in. He's going to serve. AJ Brunauer out. This one's going to be over. K-Hawks going right side. Simmons swing. Drew is there near the line. Keegan going left side. Augie blocked, and it's going to be a point for Collinsville. I mean, they've had a big night on the block, so we're tied up at 6. All tied up once again. Serve over by Simmons. Ninth lane, Rose. EJ tip over, Collinsville. They'll play it here. They'll sit over the third hit. Did not get over that first time.
There you go, Keeg. Oh, good
Great
play.
setter. Oh, man, Collinsville hit it out, though. But that's a few plays down for Collinsville where you think the ball's going to go down. They just kept it alive. Find ways to get to everything. Noah Applegate's going to come in for the Lancers. He will serve, as that is Augie Enriquez out, the Lancers sophomore, playing in his first ever playoff game. Get this one over in the middle. Collinsville going right side. Hudson, big swing. Noah's there. Keegan, left side Byers. Dug out by Freeman again there, Libero. Now left side Simmons. Tip over, goes out. Sorry, by Wilkinson, and it's 8-6. Lancers back within 2.
Collinsville playing very aggressive defense, really kind of vacating the back of the court, trusting that their blocks taking away a lot of those shots.
So Taylor in the middle, AJ put the hands up, back to Taylor. Hayden going to Keegan. Byers, got it, 9-6, 3 straight for Belleville East. Collinsville's going to take an early timeout here.
Yeah, I think that's a good move by Coach Nichols.
9-6, Lancers by 3. We'll take a timeout of our own as well. This is the IHSA Boys Volleyball Regional Semifinal and a winner-take-all set 3 here in the Belleville East Regional. On the Belleville East Broadcast Network, we'll take a timeout back in a moment. Three-point game. Belleville East 3 straight after Collinsville, tied at 6. Jayhawks forced to call a timeout. Belleville East out of it. No Applegate will serve. This will go in the middle. Collinsville hit over by Taylor. Lancers coming back with Jack. Left side near the left line. Collinsville there. Jayhawks going right to left with Wilkinson. It's over. Nightsling, Rose, EJ.
Good set.
Got it. 10-6.
Great finish there by EJ. That's a quick play. Collinsville's block couldn't get reestablished.
Lancers by 4. They've grabbed their largest lead of the set and their largest lead since set 1. Led by only by 3 in the second. Right side with Hudson. Over.
Good,
Byers kept
good.
it alive. Collinsville coming back. This will be at left side. Wilkinson in the net. Lancers have scored 5 straight, and the momentum really starting to go to East now.
What a dig there by Lopina. That is tough to do. The big 6'5" guy drop down, gets that ball out of the net. Great play, EJ.
11-6. Lancers starting to hopefully come away now, up by 5-0 run. Noah leading a great service run here. Into the net as I say that. 11-7. And it's back to a 4-point game. Jordan Taylor will serve. They got Stanley Carnahan down near the net. He is coming in at 6'6".
He's dangerous.
He is. Knightsland receives it. Rose, center dump, got it.
Yeah, went off the outside hitter there, 11, or right side hitter, 11. He was on the left side.
Keegan centered up. Gives the Lancers back to a 5-point lead. Chase Nesbitt in, EJ will pin out, and it will be Drew Knightsland serving for the Lancers. Drew will send this one over. Collinsville, right side Hudson near the net, got it over, and Chase has sent it back. No one there, 12-8. 4-point game.
I love Talbot's energy out here.
Yes.
Love watching him do his thing and doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
Garski will serve it. Their setter for Collinsville. This will go to Byers. Big swing! 13-8 Belleville East. Jay Brunauer in, Hayden Einslin out. Lancers up by 5. Coming up after this will be the second regional semifinal game. Althoff, the 4 seed. Granite City, the 10, will play after this.
Ooh.
Talbot gets it over. Byers. Rose, center dump
Nice
again. Wilkinson tracked it down. Or sorry, Zagarski tracked it down. And that one's going to look like it was around the 10, and it was. 14-8.
Yeah, got him a little flustered. It looks like we've quickened up the offense a little bit here the last 4 or 5 rallies. It's got Collinsville just a little bit flustered off balance right now.
Keegan will serve it. Collinsville on the receive near the net. Had it blocked and near the net again. Chase just puts it down. Collinsville keeps it alive. Carnahan swing. Just out.
Tough
15-8.
decision for Chase there. Would that ball have stayed on their side or not? Not sure. I think he did the right thing trying to put it down, but Collinsville stayed in the rally.
7-point game. Lancers continue to grow their largest lead of the set. Won the first by 11. This will be Talbot. Swing. Got it. The other kill for number 30. 15-9. Collinsville will send Evan Wilkinson back there. They have all 3 of their basketball players from the winter, and Talbot, Carnahan, and Wilkinson out on the floor. Byers, big block. Kate Simmons had it for the K-Hawks. 15-10.
Nothing comes easy in the postseason, Stephen.
Nope, and that one's going to be out 16-10.
That was awfully close.
It was on that back line. 6-point game. K-Hawks came in as a 6 seed. Defeated 8 seed Alton last night. Now looking to pull up a upset. They have not, or came in 2-2 against higher seed opponents. That one's going to go in the net. 16-11. In fact, the last time Belleville East lost to a lower seed opponent, last year technically in the sectional championship to Lincoln Way West, they were a 2 seed. But inside the regional, this will be Rose going to right side. Brunauer swing, got it. Last time the Lancers lost to a lower seed opponent was back in 2021. That was a regional semifinal loss to 3 seed O'Fallon. So Lancers with a 2 seed that year. This will be Nesbitt, he'll send it over. Lancers up by 6. Nesbitt digs it out. Keegan tracks it down. Goes right side. Brunauer going looking for back-to-back. Collinsville's there. K-Hawks in the middle. Go right side. Talbot off the block. It's going to land. Collinsville point back within 5. 17-12. Drew Knightsland will come back in. Chase Nesbitt out. August Kent will serve it here for the K-Hawks. This will be Byers on the receive. Goes to Rose. Right side, Brunauer. Swing, got it. 18-12. Lancers back by 6. HA will come out. Hayden Einslin back in. Lancer Jr. will serve it.
Yes, Collinsville rotation relatively a little smaller. That's not to say they are small in this rotation. They're not at all, but they don't have Talbot or Carnahan out there at the moment.
This one's going to get over the net. Collins will track it down in the middle. Will throw it left side with Hudson. Swing off of EJ. Lancers track it down the middle of Keegan. Augie, tip over. Sent backwards, and no one tracked it down after Taylor hit. Lancers back by 7, and Collinsville will use their second timeout.
Yeah, Collinsville needs to find a way to get out of this rotation if they're going to stay in this.
19-12, Lancers grab their largest lead of the third set. They're only 6 away from ending it. 19-12 in our first IHSA regional semifinal game of the night here from Belleville East. Back in a moment on Belleville East Broadcast Network. Lancers needing it just 6 more, 19-12. Collinsville used their last timeout. This will be a Hayden Einslin serving for Lancers, going left to right. Hudson, swing, found a spot. Collinsville executes right out of the timeout. 19-13 on the kill by Japal Hudson.
Same personnel for Collinsville here.
Cade Simmons, their senior outside, will serve it. This one's going to be out. Lancers within 5, the first team to 20 in the third set.
Yeah, wanted to get to 20 before they got to 15. That's good.
Yep. Joe Applegate, he had a big service run earlier in this set. See if he can make it 5 more for Belleville East. Trying to punch their ticket to the regional championship tonight. Applegate will serve it. Lancers looking for their 6th straight appearance. This one's going to be over. Ninthling. Out. Freeman and Wilkinson right there for Collinsville.
It's a dangerous game getting that close to a ball going out of bounds.
20-14. Taylor will have the serve. This one's going to be over. Ninthling. Stig on the receive is going to go out. 20-15, and Collinsville 2-0 run. Pull within 5. Taylor will serve it again. Byers near the line, goes to Rose. Now on the right side, EJ. Swing, got it!
Oh.
EJ Lopena pulls the Lancers within 4.
Not sure if I think the touch was maybe off of 21 in the back row there.
This will be Drew Knightsley now. The libero for Belleville East, the senior. The serve into the net. Service error. 21-16. Colin Wilgarski, the libero for the the center for the K-Hawks will serve. This one's going to go to Byers in the middle to Rose. Goes to Jack, big block, and it went out as Carnahan had it. 22-16, Lancers within 3. Egan Rose, the senior, serving for the 3rd time in this set.
Boys are going to have to earn these last 3, that's for sure.
Carnahan, middle block.
Block.
K-Hawks coming back with Talbot. Drew is there. Keegan. Jack! 23-16. Lancers within 2. 7-point game. Tying their largest lead. They get those 2 back that Collinsville earned. They got it to 5. Keegan serve barely gets over and it worked.
Good ace, Keegan.
Game point for Belleville East. 24-16. Took the first 25-14, lost the second 25-20. Now this, trying to make it their 6th straight regional championship appearance. Right side, Wilkinson blocked. Carnahan's there. Freeman in the middle will be sent over by Wilgarski. Rose, Byers left side. Freeman's there on the dig. Collinsville tracking it down. Left side, Wilkinson, he'll swing. Drew is there in the middle, going to Keegan. Left side, Byers for the win. Nope, Wilkinson there on the dig. Carnahan sends it back. Rose tracks it down. Knightsland, right side, Brunauer swing. Blocked by Carnahan, he's there on the recovery. Knightsland, Byers. Freeman's there on the dig. Back and forth. Collinsville not letting their season in just yet. Wilkinson tips it over. Byers, Rose, Brunauer right side swing. Dug out again by Wilgarski. Freeman, now it's Talbot, left-handed swing. Drew is there. Keegan, Byers left side, instant, and the Lancers are going to the regional championship for the 6th straight year with the 3-set win over Collinsville. 25-16 in the 3rd set. A little bit of a scare, but the Lancers fight it out, and we'll have a date with either Althoff or Granite City on Thursday night.
Hats off to Collinsville.
Yes.
That was a tremendous effort tonight. They didn't come in with any sort of intimidation. They came in ready to play, ready to use their size, their positivity, great attitudes out there from the K-Hawks. And like we said early on here this evening, Stephen, Coach Nichols is really building something special there in Collinsville.
Very young program that's continuing to rise every single year. They're doing something that they did not do the previous year. I mean, they're looking really good.
Yeah, they are. And for our team, you know, hey, survive and advance. You'll take it however you can get it in the postseason, especially. This should be a wake-up call a little bit. You know, I know we tried a different look there in the 2nd set, different lineup, and Coach Riley's got to do that right now. And like I said, it should be a little bit of a wake-up call for the boys that, hey, we gotta bear down here this week and get through this week. So take it all seriously. Don't look past anybody, and maybe be on our game a little bit more Thursday.
Yeah, Lancers will have an off day tomorrow, which I think will help. You know, whatever we were going to do, practice, rest, or whatever. Figure out Thursday, because if you're going to get Althoff, you know, they've played some really good volleyball. I think they're 26-7 coming in, and if it's Granite City, I know it's a little bit of a Cinderella run. They're going to be hungry tomorrow.
That's right. Thursday. No, nothing. It won't come easy on Thursday. Not at all. And tomorrow's practice is critical. The boys really and coaches, they all got to kind of figure out the combination of things that's going to work best against whichever opponent it's going to be Thursday. And every rep in practice tomorrow is going to be super important.
Lancers get the win in 3 sets. They'll go to the regional championship 25-14, 20-25, 25-16 here. They improve on this season now to 25-7. Collinsville's season will come to an end at 14-17. Coach Nesbitt, thank you so much for coming. I always have fun with you. Thank you. Back in a moment here for our 2nd game between Althoff and Granite City on the Belleville Broadcast Network. We're going to go ahead and go on to our sports trivia tournament bonus coverage in between sets here. So we're back here for the starting lineups between Granite City and Althoff. The Crusaders are trying to make it their 8th regional championship appearance in the last 9 years. While Granite City's looking to make it their first since 2013. Hopefully you'll join us for this one. Coming up, it's Granite City and Althoff, but until then, we have some sports trivia coverage to hang you over. I always say it's not a tournament at Belleville East if we don't have bonus coverage, and of course we do here for you. So there's that for you. Back in a moment. This is it. Sports trivia bonus coverage. Back for the starting lineups between Granite City and Althoff here on the Belleville East Broadcast Network. Come into our championship matchup.
That's in Nashville.
Waterloo.
I
guess
guess
we
we're doing
played baseball.
probably softball too.
Yep.
And probably volleyball maybe too.
We used to play them in volleyball.
Highland.
Highland, not on there. Creek, you're out.
I'm trying to think of baseball teams. Oh man. Freeburg.
Freeburg, not on there.
I was going to
So
say Freeburg,
you're
too.
out. So number 9 is Carbondale,
Oh, Jesus.
and number 8 is Centralia. So after
I disagree with the last two.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed those.
29, 30,
Because we don't play them anymore.
Yeah.
I mean,
21, 29, 32, 36. We named the top 10 6-way high schools with the most regular season wins in baseball and softball combined since 2019.
who's up first?
Creek, you're up first.
Edwardsville.
Edwardsville is the.
Gotta be number one.
I got it.
How
I,
can they
I
not be
believe they're
number
number one. Let me make sure that's right. They are the number one answer.
I'll go O'Fallon.
O'Fallon is not on there.
Really?
Belleville East.
Belleville East is the number 4 answer.
Yeah, that would be my next. I'm gonna go Freeburg.
Freeburg is the number 2 answer. It's a huge get, Brockman. I was getting a little worried this one's going to get out of hand.
I know they're good in baseball, but I don't know what they're like in softball.
I think they're still. I think that they've had some better seasons in softball than baseball, actually. So a few 20 wins in there.
Triad.
Triad's the number 5 answer.
Highland.
Highland's the number 6 answer.
Low West.
Belleville West is not on there. You both have a strike.
Waterloo.
Waterloo is not on there. You both have 2 strikes.
Columbia.
Columbia is the number 8 answer.
Breeze Central.
Breeze Central is not on there. Creeker out. Brockman, you have 2 strikes.
I'll go with Modern Day, I guess.
Modern Day is not on there. You guys strike out on this one. Number 3 is Nashville. Number 7 is Effingham St. Anthony.
Never would have guessed that.
Number 9 is Mount Vernon, and number 10 is Effingham.
I wouldn't have guessed St. Anthony or Effingham. St. Anthony's a 1A. They're so small.
Mount Vernon, that's in Nashville. I understand those, but
A little creative one. I got the idea just this past week or two. I asked ChatGPT to make me a dream conference, the 10 best schools in the 618 area and the St. Louis area for boys basketball and football, just those 2 sports. They actually gave me a name and a logo called the Metro East, it should be Metro Elite Conference. Coach Brockman,
Okay.
you're going to be up first.
I mean, East St. Louis got to be number 1,
Hold on 1 second here.
especially since ChatGPT loves East St. Louis so much.
Hold on. East St. Louis is the number 1 answer.
I'll say DeSmet.
Smet is number 6 answer.
I mean, I'll go Edwardsville, I guess. I don't know.
Hold on 1 second here. Edwardsville is the number 3 answer.
That's insanity. I will go CBC.
CBC is the number 2 answer.
Yeah, that's a good one. Belleville East.
Belleville East is the number 5 answer.
Chaminade.
Chaminade is the number 4 answer.
Vianney.
They are not on there.
Cardinal Ritter.
Cardinal Ritter is the number 9 answer.
Man, I'm going to go with O'Fallon,
O'Fallon's the number 8 answer.
even though they're not great in football. But they're not.
Collinsville.
Collinsville is the number 10 answer. So number 7 remains.
So that's probably a Missouri school.
Yes, Illinois schools have been taken off. So
Um,
it's just the St. Louis school left.
I'm going to say Vashon.
They are the number 7 answer.
I thought about them earlier, but I don't know if they have. I didn't know if they had football.
So you guys cleaned that with only 1 strike, by the way. That's pretty impressive. I think that's the best we've had in these 2 years.
That's why we're in the championship, Stephen.
Yes, sir. Let's see. This CPT to make me a list of the top 10 best colleges in the state of Illinois. Coach Creek, you're up first, and this is what I just gave him. It's not based off any criteria.
So just
that's
not
all
athletics.
That's all I
just
said.
best?
Just best. I mean, it can use a variety of factors.
Okay,
but
U of I.
U of I. What U of I at Champaign?
Champaign.
They are the number 3 answer.
Northwestern.
Northwestern is the number 2 answer.
Loyola.
Loyola is the number 6 answer.
University of Chicago.
University of Chicago is the number 1
I
answer.
almost said that too.
It's a huge get right there.
Illinois State.
Illinois State is not on there. Or sorry, they are in there. I apologize. They're the number 9 answer. I did not see them at the end.
How about the University of Illinois at Chicago?
University of Illinois at Chicago is the number 7 answer.
How about Southern Illinois Carbondale?
Number 8 answer. Brockman, you have taken the lead.
How about Southern Illinois University Edwardsville?
Not on there.
Disrespectful.
2 strikes for Creek.
Oh, man. I'm blanking on some Chicago schools. I may be totally off on this. Duquesne? Is that a Chicago school?
Not on there.
McKendree.
McKendree's not on there. Creek, you're out.
Let's go Western Illinois.
Not on there.
Eastern Illinois.
Not on there. Okay, so number 4 was the Illinois Institution of Technology.
Yeah, never guessing that.
Number
I don't
5.
think I've ever heard of that before.
Number 5 is DePaul University.
DePaul, yeah.
And number 10 is College of DuPage.
Never would have guessed that.
That is the top 10. So
DePaul's the one that I was thinking of, not Duquesne.
So we named the top 10 high schools with the most regular season wins in boys and girls basketball combined since 2018-2019.
I'll go with O'Fallon on this one.
O'Fallon. Hold on, let me find it on here. O'Fallon is the number 3 answer.
Edwardsville.
Edwardsville is the number 6 answer.
Nashville.
Nashville is the number 1 answer.
That's a good one.
Bree Central.
Bree Central is the number 2 answer.
That's a
and
good one.
Rockman's in a little bit of a hole now.
Belleville East.
Belleville East is not on there. Brockman, you're out.
Wow.
Wow.
Columbia.
Columbia is not on there.
Jeez.
It's got to be some small school
or
something.
Yeah. Well, number 10 is Mount Vernon. Number 9 is Marissa.
Yeah.
Number 8 is Pinckneyville.
Yeah.
Number 7 is Alta Marquette. Number 5 is Freeburg. And number 4 is Effingham St. Anthony.
Yeah, see that yeah.
How is Freeburg up there?
Yeah, their girls must have won a lot because their boys' teams have not been very good.
Okay, so going into the
There's not any of those that I would have like, oh, man, I should maybe Pinckneyville. I don't know how their girls' team is, though.
Creek, I don't know. I expected a little more on this one for you being the head boys basketball
I would
coach.
like to contest Freeburg with 222 wins.
Okay, I'll let you know that.
And I would like to
let you
contest. I would love, and Marissa, too. I'd like to contest, too.
Okay, I'll let you know. On.
Well, I mean, there's no way Freeburg's won 222 games. Their boys' team wins like 13 games a year.
Right.
Okay. All right. 14-point game. Creek, you're up. Going to be up first on this last question. We're going back to ChatGPT to decide it all.
Oh, jeez.
I asked ChatGPT to make me a list of the top 9 greatest high school sports rivalries in the 618 area code. Creek, you're up first with a 14-point lead.
East versus West.
East versus West, not on there. Oh, I thought it would be more reaction on that. They're on there. I was trying to get a reaction. You just gave me a.
Well, it's
straight
ChatGPT.
face.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
could make up
Okay.
anything they want.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me find. I believe they're the number.
Granite City and Freeburg.
Marissa and Effingham St. Anthony.
They're the number 2 answer.
Edwardsville and O'Fallon.
Edwardsville and O'Fallon is the number 3 answer.
And teams can be used more than once,
Yes,
right?
yes. There's multiple teams on here that are teams that have been on here multiple times.
Centralia, Mount Vernon.
Centralia, Mount Vernon is not on there.
That is insane. They had to, not have fans in there one time because they were such big rivals.
This is an ode back to my student teacher days. Waterloo and Columbia.
Waterloo and Columbia is the number 8 answer. So, Brockman, you're down.
The old battle of the Monroe County.
You're down by 13 right now.
Breeze Central Modern Day.
Breeze Central Modern Day is not on there.
Wow, that's a good guess.
I mean, I don't understand this. Collinsville, Edwardsville.
Not on there. So, Brockman, I'll let you know you have one strike, down by 13 points. Can you get this done?
Belleville East versus O'Fallon.
Not on there.
Wow.
This is it. This is the
They
game.
don't make any sense. Those are all big rivalry. Like,
I'm going to go Edwardsville versus East St. Louis.
That is the number 1 answer worth 9 points. You're down by 4.
how are they the biggest rival?
You just got to get, I think, number 4 or number 5. Or
Triad and Highland.
Triad and Highland is on there. They are the number 4 answer. Congrats, Coach Brockman. You're the champion.
Oh,
of
Triad
the
versus Highland.
Triad versus Highland is your.
That is the worst
What an
question
answer.
to end on ever. You're telling me Belleville West and Althoff, Breeze versus Modern Day?
I mean, that one's shocking. Breeze, that's a huge
So
rivalry.
let me reveal the rest of them here for you. Number 5 is East St. Louis versus O'Fallon. Number 6. This one. These next two you might like. Althoff versus Modern Day, and number 7 Civic Memorial versus Jerseyville, and then the
Granite City Warrior. And now the starting lineups for the home team on the scoreboard, the Althoff Crusader. At center, let's stop for number 6, Brett Neville. And outside the middle, junior number 7, Michael Peterson. At the blocker, junior number 13, Kyle Johnson. And opposite side there, junior number 18, Nate Sorge. And outside there for the Crusaders, the senior number 11, Saint Roach. And the blocker, junior number 19, Jonathan Darnell. From the barrel for the Crusaders is a junior number 9, Nolan Carter.
Starting lineups as we get ready to begin. Granite City and Althoff in our second regional semifinal game here on a Tuesday evening from Belleville East. To stack with you, the winner of this game will get the winner of our previous game, Belleville East, who took down Collinsville in 3 in a nail-biter, and one that got very scary up here. But the Lancers got it done, and we'll await the winner of this one, as this is going to be an interesting one. I'm really excited for this. I was excited for Belleville East. It's Lancer Volleyball game day. There's no doubt about it, but I am excited for this matchup. We're going to see how far this Granite City Cinderella will dance. The Warriors are looking for their first regional championship appearance since 2013. This is their first time in this round, regional semifinal round, since 2019. They're looking to get to the regional championship for just the third time in program history against the heavyweight in Althoff Catholic, who has been able to win games in the playoffs. In fact, they are trying to get back to the regional championship. They did not make it last year after being upset by the K-Hawks of Collinsville in the quarterfinal, but they are looking today for their 8th appearance in the last 9 years. Their 8th appearance in the last 9 years. Last year's quarterfinal loss snapped a streak of 7 straight. They did not appear in 2015 when they lost to O'Fallon in 2 sets in the regional semifinal. So here we go, folks. Althoff and Granite City. We'll see how this one goes. Althoff 26-7, one of the hotter teams in the sectional. They are 3-0 in their last 3, 4-2 in the last 6, 6-4 in the last 10, 13-4 in the last 17. Granite City on the other side is 1-2 in their last 3. 2-7 in their last 9, and 2-8 in their last 10. As here we go, folks. Granite City and Althoff. The last 7 games for the Warriors have all went to a third set as well, as they were able to get past Belleville West in 3. I'm ready for this. Althoff will have the opening serve right to left, and it's going to be an ace, as it's going to be Brett Neville who gets one there. It went right through the hands of Patrick Frentz. I mean, went right through him straight to the ground. Althoff has the opening point, 1-0. They go right to left. Granite City going left to right. Warriors are in black jerseys. White section rules, red border on the white text. So libero is in red, which is Dylan Sanchez. Big block. He has the red uniform all with the white section rules. Althoff is also in black. White text numerals, libero in white. That's Nolan Carbon with blue text and numerals. Althoff coming back on the right side. This will be with Althoff. It's going to be a kill for Nate Sorge. And it's 2-0. Hey, Sorge is the guy to watch out for Althoff tonight, leading their team in kills almost 3.5, 231 in 72 sets, and he's also just a junior. This one's going to be over. Granite City, left side will send it back with French. Crusaders, right side hit over by Sorge. And now on the left for French again. Althoff will play it. It's Carbon in the middle. Goes left side. Big swing. Dog, and it's going to go behind the Granite City bench for a kill. Michael Peterson gives Althoff a 3-0 lead. And Granite City not the start they were looking for. Had a better start last night against Belleville West. Still trying to find if they can get a point here and get some momentum. trying to get their first point still. 3-0. Warriors, this will be Woods. He'll set it right side for Nenninger. He had a big game last night. There was a run where he just kept getting blocks. Sanchez plays it, and then a whistle as it did it. What did we get here? Point for Granite City on a violation against Althoff, 3-1. This will be Woods serving it here for the Warriors. In the middle, big swing, Kyle Johnson. He found an opening near the back line. 4-1, Althoff by 3. Michael Peterson will be back to serve for Althoff. Gets this one over in the middle. Granite City going right side. Sent over, blocked. Woods is there on the rebound. And then it's going to be Lakeland going to the right. And that's going to be a kill for Tannen Nenninger, who went right off of Althoff. They couldn't get there in time. Was Peterson. And it's 4-2. Granite City will send Patrick French to the line. Carbon receiving. And this will be sent over by Althoff's Grady Lutchfield. Now in the middle for Nenninger. That's going to be a kill. Granite City with 2 straight. And they pull within 1, 4-3. 1-point game. This one's going to be hit over. Althoff going right side. Swing, got it, kill. Jonathan Darnell. Sorry. Nate Sorge with the kill, apologies. 5-3. I was looking at 18 and 19, and Sorge does get the kill, and it's 5-3. He'll be the guy to watch out for. Just try to stop, as I mentioned, leading them in kills. Also, very good from the service line. So he'll be on the left side, swing. Althoff is there. They'll go in the middle. They'll throw it left. Swing over by Lutchfield. Warriors, right side. Lakin swing and gonna get a kill. It was dug out by Roach, but he threw it to the right. And it's 5-4. 1-point game. Granite City will send Tannen Nenninger back to the line. They lost the first set as well last night to Belleville West. Lost it just barely. This one's going to be sent over. Granite City will track it down in the middle. They'll throw it out left. Warriors are there. They'll throw it left again. This will be with Warren. He sends it. And Althoff can't play it off the net. We're tied at 5. Granite City ties things up. 5-5. Nenninger will serve it again. That one is going to go out as it missed the hands of Sorge. It looked like he wanted to play it, and it missed him, but also missed the court as it goes out 6-5. This will be Nate Sorge to the line. We'll send it over. Granite City will hit it backwards. Sanchez will track down the libero. Free ball coming over from Warren. Althoff going left side. Lutchfeld's left-handed swing's going to be blocked, but it goes out off the Warriors. And it's 7-5. Althoff by 2. This one's going to be over. Granite City on the right side. Block going to land on the Warriors side. As Jonathan Arnell was there, but it landed on the Althoff side. Granite City pulls back within 1, 7-6. This will be hit right in the middle to the libero and Carbon. Now going back to Darnell, and he makes them pay 8-6. He wasn't going to miss it a second time. He puts one down. Althoff back by 2, 8-6. Sam Roach will serve it for Althoff. This one's going to be hit over. Crusaders in the middle. We'll throw it out left. Swing by Woods. Carbon will dig it. We'll go to Roach. Now we'll go back to Cardinalson over on a free ball. Althoff in the middle. Sorry, Granite City will go left side with Warren. Off the touch, got it. Lawden Warren pulls Granite City back within 1, 8-7. Winner of this game will get Belleville East in the regional championship Thursday. You look at the other regional. O'Fallon took on Father McKinney. I was trying to look for a score to not find one. And Edwardsville taking on Maryville Christian. Be interested to see who comes out of the O'Fallon regional. So Althoff gets the .97. The winner of this regional in the O'Fallon regional will meet Saturday at Belleville West in the sectional semifinal. 9-7. This one's going to be over right to Sanchez as he received it now in the middle. Hit over by Braden Harris, and a whistle goes against Althoff. That violation gives Granite City a point back, and it's 9-8. They have done really well the last few points, just staying with Althoff, just trading points. Did not start the way they wanted to, went down 3-0 early. Now it's 9-8. Service over by Sanchez. Althoff going right side now to the left. Peterson swing, got it. Another guy to watch out for. He is going to put one down. And it's 10-8 Althoff. This Althoff team was able to take down O'Fallon in 3 sets. They came into tonight with a record against common opponents of 11-2. The only 2 losses with Granite that they share with Granite City and those common opponents is Belleville East and Belleville West. Swing right side, kill. Nate Sorajay gives Althoff tying their largest lead, 11-8 of the match. 3-point game. Serve here for Rhett Neville and a whistle on the serve. Serve violation on Althoff, and I'll give Granite City another point, 11-9. Woods will have it here for Granite City. Serves it over. Warriors in the middle. Kyle Johnson got up there. He got up there and put it straight down for a kill. 12-9. Oh, man. I mean, he got up there. Also plays basketball in the winter for Althoff. A junior middle for the Crusaders. Warriors passing it near the net. That's going to land, and it's going to be a point for Althoff. They've taken their largest lead of the set, 13-9. Althoff by 4. Michael Peterson will serve it. This one's going to be over. Sanchez going right side with Woods. Will throw it. That one was blocked. They'll try it again with Nenninger, and he gets a kill. Tannen Nenninger, the senior right side for Granite City. Gets him a point, pulls it to 3, 13-10. The Warriors will send Patrick French to the service line. Started off the game serving for Granite City. Serves for the second time, gets it over. On the right side, swing. Sanchez plays it. Here the net now with Lake, and he sends it back. Johnson's there for Althoff. Go left with Letchfield. Block off Granite City. 14-10, Althoff by 4. (14-10). Will be the libero, Nolan Carbon. Only a junior for Althoff serving it. Granite City going left side. Big swing, Warren, and a dig by Granite City coming back. Sorry, Althoff coming back. Nenninger in the middle, launches it out. Althoff by 5, 15-10. Warren, I mean, he had a great play, but even better play by Althoff, and Granite City is going to take a timeout. 15-10, Althoff by 5 here midway through set 1. Back in a moment. This is IHSA Boys Volleyball Regional Semifinal here from Belleville East on the Belleville East Broadcast Network. Granite City calling the timeout now, down by 5, facing their largest deficit of the match so far. Carpenter will serve it for Althoff, going right to left, sends it over. Granite City left side with Warren, coming back, Nenninger, Althoff's there with Carpenter, he dove out. Right side, Sorge, hits it over, Warren, going to Woods. Left side, Lakeland. Althoff is there in the middle, will throw it left with Lutchfield. Block, but lands on the Granite City side. Althoff by 6, 16-10. 3 straight by the Crusaders. Winner of this will get Belleville East in the regional championship Thursday. Carbon on the serve, goes in the middle to French. Now right side with Lakeland. Althoff going right side. Sorge, Kelly got it. The swing makes it 17-10. Althoff's largest lead continuing to grow and looking for a Granite City run now. Dance their way to the regional semifinal after knocking off Belleville West in an upset 3 sets last night, 10-5. This one's going to be over. Going right side, Sorge, big block. Granite City gets the point as it was London Warren who had it. 17-11. And Nenninger will have it for Granite City. Yeah, it's going to go in the net. Hit it too short. (18-11). Althoff by 7. They need 7 in the first set. Nate Sorge will serve it right in the middle. French is there on the receive. Goes to Woods. Left side, Warren. Althoff there. We'll throw it left with Lutchfield. Block, and it'll hit the antenna. Point for Granite City, 18-12. Warriors pull within 6. Tyler Lakin will serve it for Granite City. That one's going to go into the net. 19-12. Seven-point game. This will be Sam Roach serving it for Althoff. Gets it over. Grant C in the middle. Going left side. Hit it over by Harris. Althoff will track it down. Free ball coming over from Jonathan Darnell. Left side. Tip over by Warren. Althoff again in the middle. Set it. Throw it left. Couldn't get it over. It was Peterson into the net. 19-13. Also do have news for you from Belleville West. Lancer softball takes down Collinsville 15-0 in the regional semifinal. They will get the winner of Granite City versus Belleville West. That serve goes into net. Granite City or Belleville West Saturday afternoon, or morning actually, 11 a.m. The first pitch, and we're going to have that call for you from West on Saturday. But softball winning 15-0. Back-to-back service errors as Darnell's serve is into the net. Looking forward to that, and hopefully Belleville East volleyball in the evening in the sectional semifinal. Dylan Sanchez, the libero for Granite City, gets it over. Going left side. That one's going to be off the touch. And a kill for Althoff. They are at 21, needing 4 more. 21-14. Next one's going to be over. Granite City going to left side. Swing is blocked near the net. They'll throw it right side here with Woods. He sends it over. Althoff in the middle. Swing is going to be blocked. Nenninger had it as Johnson tried to send it over. Nenninger at the hands up, 21-15. This one's going to be over. Althoff going left side with Sorge. Dug out by Lakeland. Now going left side. Started by Warren. We'll send it over. Althoff. Right side with Peterson. Off the touch. Granite City sends up near the air. Lakeland sends it back. He finds a spot. 21-16. Granite City within 5. They'll need a little more of a run here if they can keep it going. This one's going to be over. Althoff, the one left. This will be with Sorajay. Launched it out. 21-17, no touch. Althoff once they're not going to get it. 4-point game. This one's going to be over. Althoff in the middle. Johnson tipped it over. And he's going to put up a block. Althoff gets the point. They'll serve it 22-17. Five-point game. Michael Peterson will have the serve for Althoff. He'll serve it over. Sanchez, it up in the air with Woods. Goes left side. Lakeland trying to spike it over into the net. 23-17. Althoff within 2. Peterson serving for the Crusaders. Gets it over. Received by French. Back to French on the set by Woods. Althoff in the middle. Will go right side. Swing is blocked. It went right to Lakeland, and they're going to say a net violation on on Granite City. And Althoff has hit set point. Set point here in set 1. And Granite City with that will try to get a timeout. Doctor down by 7, 24-17. Back in a moment. Late here in the first set of the IHSA Boys Volleyball Regional Semifinal from Belleville East on the Belleville East Broadcast Network. Althoff, set point at set 1. They're going to hit it on an ace. Michael Peterson finds the back left corner, and Althoff will take the first set of this regional semifinals. They knock off Granite City 25-17 here in set 1. We're back in a moment for set 2. Althoff is 1 set away from making it their 8th regional championship appearance in the last 9 years. 25-17 the final in set 1. Back in a moment. This is the IHSA Boys Volleyball Regional Semifinal here on the Belleville East Broadcast Network. Set 2 underway. Students stuck within our regional semifinal. It's going to be an ace. Johnny Woods gets things started for Granite City with the opening point as the Warriors will go left to right. Althoff, Crusaders going right to left. 1-0. Crusaders coming back left side with Peterson. Had the ace to win it in set 1. Johnson sends it over. Lakeland sends it back, and it's going to go out. We're tied up at 1. The winner of this game will get Belleville East in the regional championship on Thursday. Granite City this season just 6-4 when they take the first set. Now 2-7 when they lose the first. They lost the first. Althoff the other side is 24-0 when they take the first. Sorge with the kill, 2-1 Althoff. As they take their first lead here in set 2. Rhett Neville, the one serving for the Crusaders. Into the net, we're tied up at 2. This is Granite City's first regional semifinal appearance since 2019. This one's going to be over. In the middle, it'll go left side. Swing is going to be blocked. Granite City going to Woods. Now Nenninger, big swing. Got it off the touch. Granite City leads 3-2. 1-point game. Patrick Frence, senior outside, will have it for Granite City. Gets this one over. Crusaders go right side. Peterson swing, out of bounds. Granite City with 3 straight. They've made it 4-2. Althoff had the opening point in set 1, won it. Granite City had the opening point in set 2 and won. Johnson found a spot back right corner. 4-3. Michael Peterson, who had the ace to end the first set, serving it right now for Althoff. His serve is going to be over. Sanchez Libero receives, goes to Woods. Left side swing, blocked by Ward, goes off of Sanchez on the rebound and out of bounds. Tied up at 4. Peterson will have it, goes in the middle. Woods going left side. Kill for Warren, but it kept it alive was Althoff. Oh my goodness, that hit the floor. Lakeland tried to get it back, and Althoff will get the point as it goes out of bounds. Althoff with 3 straight. And they've taken the lead back 5-4. I thought it hit the floor. It did not, and it's a 1-point lead for the Crusaders. Another serve for Peterson. This one's going to be over. Woods in the middle, Nenninger blocked, and a whistle net violation on Granite City. 4 straight by Althoff. 3 straight, sorry, was it? Check that, 4 straight, yes. This one's going to be over. Woods, set left side, Warren will send it over. Crusaders in the middle, going left side, Johnson put it down! Althoff with 5 straight. They lead by 3, 7-4. They took the first set, 25-17. Looking to take on Belleville East Thursday. Althoff did not make the regional championship last year. They ended a streak of 7 straight appearances as they fell to Collinsville in the quarterfinal. Granite City's dancing here for the first time since 2019. That's into the net, 8-4. 6 straight by Althoff. Althoff had one of those runs in set 1, and that hurt Granite City. Granite City trying to end that run here and get a run of their own, get some points. Before it's too late. Sorge found the back line. They called that one out. 8-5. I thought that one was in. All right, 8-5. Three-point game. It'll be Tannen Ettinger serving it. Carbon receives, goes in the middle. Left side, Lutchfield blocked. Althoff is there on the rebound. Will go out left. Lutchfield tip over again. Good block by Harris. Lutchfield dives down, takes a hard fall, and Althoff kept it alive and got it over. Here comes Woods. Goes left side, Warren. Hits it over, out. 9-5, Althoff. Crusaders by 4, tying their largest lead of the set. Nolan Carbon, the junior libero, will have it. Leads their team in service aces. Sorry, second in aces. Third in points, 149. As Carbon will have it. His serve goes right in the middle. Received by French. Over by Warren. Great play by Carbon. Sorjay's spike is going to be blocked. Althoff will try to get with Sorjay. Blocked. Harris sends it back. Sorjay sends it right back again. Woods. Lakeland receives. Goes left side with Warren. Althoff is there as Carbon stepped up on the dig. Left side, Lutchfield. Sanchez did a hit off of it. Did not as it goes out. 9-6. Althoff by 3. Tyler Lakeland will serve it for Granite City. Warriors get this one over. Althoff. Hit over by Darnell. It's out. 9-7. A couple last 3 points for Granite City have all been hidden errors by the Crusaders. Althoff 24-0 when they win the first set this year. 24-0. This one in the middle. The left side, Lutchfield blocked by Woods, but into the net. 10-7. Granite City on the other side, when they dropped the first set, coming to record tonight of 2-7. Those 2 wins last night against Belleville West and against Father McGivney in 3 sets earlier this season. Lakeland in the middle, set it right side. Launched over by Warren. No touch, and it's 11-7. Althoff back by 4. Serve is going to go way out. It goes right to the Granite City head coach, Justin Warren, who knocks it down. 11-8. Ronden Warren will serve it for Granite City. Carbon receives it right in the middle. Althoff going left side, blocked by Harris. Comes back off the touch. 11-9, Granite City down by 2. Looking to make it 3 straight. They have not scored 3 straight yet in this ball game. 11-9. This one hits the top net, gets over. Carbon is there in the middle. Parnell puts it down, gets a kill. Jonathan Darnell makes it 12-9 Althoff. Back to a 3-point lead for the Crusaders. So it will be Sam Roach back to serve for Althoff. This serve is into the net. A lot of Granite City's points in the second set have came off errors. 2-point game. This will be Sanchez, the libero, serving for Granite City. Gets it over. Althoff going to Peterson. Off the touch, Sanchez. What a play by Warren to get there, but it is a lift, and it's 13-10 Althoff. Warren made a heck of an effort reaching out to get to that ball. And it's 13-10. Serve here by Darnell. Ettinger finds a spot. 13-11 on his kill. Granite City keeping this within 3. Going to 2, then back to 3, and then back to 2. 2-point game. This will be Woods serving it. Althoff will throw it right to left with Peterson. Couldn't get there. Was Warren. It goes off his hand straight to the ground. It's 14-11. See if Althoff can tie their largest lead. They've gotten it to 4 a couple times. Look, do the same thing here. This one's going to be into the net. Service there by Neville. And it's 14-12. Patrick French will serve it. Hits the top net, gets over, diving out was Althoff's Roach, and they keep it alive as they get it over. Woods in the middle, left side. Hit over, and Sanchez gets over the third hit, but it's going to go out. 15-12, Althoff back by 3. We're going to see Owen Vickery come in for the first time for Granite City. Head coach Dr. Justin Warren switching things up for the Warriors. Michael Peterson will serve it for Althoff. This one's going to be over. Sanchez in the middle of the woods, goes left side. Swing is over. Althoff is there. They'll throw it left side with Lechfeld. Swing, and it's in. They found a spot. 16-12, Althoff by 4. Althoff will serve with Peterson in the net, 16-13. 3-point game. Braden Harris will come in. Dylan Sanchez will come out for Granite City. No libero. As Tannen Nenninger will have it for Granite City. This one's going to be over. Near the left side of the net. It's going to land, and an ace for Nenninger. Granite City pulls back within 2. 16-14. Two-point game. This one's going to be over, and it's going to be another ace. It went right off the hands of Lechfeld near the left line. And Granite City, since the start of the set, has pulled within 1 and now look to tie it. 16-15. And the serve is over. It's another ace! We're tied at 16. We are tied at 16 off the serve by Tannen Nenninger. And Granite City looks to take the lead back. 16-16. We'll serve it over. Right in the middle, Carbon receives it this time. In the middle, we'll go left side, Lechfeld. That one's hit over. Woods will play near the right side of the net. Goes in the middle with Warren. He sends it over, and it's going to be a whistle for a double touch. Althoff gets a point. They take the lead back on the violation. 17-16. It'll be the libero, Nolan Carbon, a junior serving for Althoff. This one's going to be hit over. Left side going into the middle. This will be over the left. Launch it out was Warren. A little bit too hard there. 18-16. Two-point game. Carbon will serve this one. That one's out. As Owen Vickery has let that one go. Had to kind of duck the head a little bit. 18-17. Tyler Lakin will have it here for the Warriors. Looking to tie the game. After Althoff scored 2 straight to untie and take the lead by 2. Blocked on the Granite City side, 19-17. Going to go right down to the wire here in this second set. Right down to the wire, it looks like. Althoff took the first by 8. Serve here by Nate. Sorge's launched out. Last 2 for Granite City have came from Althoff service errors, and it's 19-18. Timeout, Althoff. Granite City will have the serve when we come back. It's 19-18, Althoff by 1. This is the IHSA Boys Volleyball Regional Semifinal here on the Belleville Broadcast Network. Back in a moment. Granite City down by 1, looking to tie it from the service line. It's over by Warren. Althoff, middle, tip over by Darnell. He found a spot. 20-18, Althoff the first team to 20 here in set 2. Just 5 away from punching their ticket into the regional championship Thursday night. Sam Roach will have it for Althoff. His serve is over. Sanchez receives in the middle. Lakeland sends over. Althoff comes back. Sanchez down line at a point. Goes to Althoff on a violation on Granite City. 21-18. Althoff within 4. Serve. Sanchez receives. In the middle, Lakeland tracks it down. Pass. Going to Lorne. He launched it out. 22-18. Althoff within 3. And Granite City's Cinderella may not be dancing anymore. Serve is over. Sanchez plays in the middle. He'll go to Woods. Free ball's over. Althoff tracks it down. They'll throw it left side. Peterson swing. Off the touch. Got it. 23-18. Granite City's going to take their second timeout. Back in a moment. This is the IHSA Boys Volleyball Regional Semifinal. The Belleville Broadcast Network. Serve is over by Althoff. Within 2 out of the Granite City timeout. Punching their ticket to the regional championship. Sorge killed. Nope. Tracked down by Sanchez on the dig. Granite City sends it back. Left side. Peterson swing. Launched it out. Granite City within 4. 23-19. It'll be the libero Dylan Sanchez back to serve. First time Granite City has been in this round since 2019. Right side. But Darnell swing is blocked to the Granite City side. And here we go, folks. Game point in favor of Althoff. 24-19, the Crusaders looking to win. And Granite City had a timeout available. They will take it. They're going to try to get use of the good old timeout doctor. Down by 5 with their seasons on the line, backed against the wall. Final timeout, most likely of the night, 24-19. Back in a moment. This is the IHSA Boys Volleyball Regional Semifinal from Belleville East. Here we go, folks. A regional championship trip is on the line. Althoff trying to make it their 8th in the last 9 years. They did not make it last year. Service over by Darnell. Sanchez will track it down. In the middle, Nettinger extends the Granite City season. 24-20. They will now need 4 straight to keep this one alive and their season alive. Johnny Woods will have it for the Warriors. He gets it over in the middle. Althoff will throw it left with Peterson. Swing is blocked off of Carmen. 24-21. Granite City within 3. Need a run. Granite City has not had a run of 4 or more throughout this whole game. They'll have to get it now. It's over. Going left side, Peterson. Swing is blocked. Another point goes in. 24-22. Granite City within 2. They're halfway there. They're halfway there. Another service over by Woods in the middle. Set. Johnson middle. Swing. Got it. Althoff is going to the regional championship. They'll get a date with Belleville East on Thursday night as they end the Cinderella of Granite City. 25-22 in the second set. A set shutout for the Crusaders of Althoff Catholic. We're back in a moment to talk about it next.
Congratulations to the Crusaders who will advance to the regional final Thursday night at 6 o'clock. That will be the Althoff Crusaders against the Volleyball.
And we welcome you into our Lancer Volleyball postgame show. Steven Stock here with you. And our second day of this Belleville East Regional comes to an end. And, well, we have the 2 highest seeds moving on to the regional championship. Belleville East gets it done in a little more of a tighter, scarier fashion than it was here in this one for Althoff against Granite City. As Lancers, the top seed, move on, we see Althoff, the 4 seed, the second highest seed in this side of the regional, move on, and they're going to get Belleville East Thursday night, what should be a great one in the Battle of Belleville rematch between these two from back in earlier in the year with the Lancers 1-2 back in the month of March. We'll see what happens this time. Althoff since then has came stronger. I think they're one of the hottest teams, if not the hottest team, coming in to this regional. 13-4 in their last 17, now making it 14-4 as they improved to 27-7 on the year. 12-4 now on neutral sites. Granite City has fallen to 8-12. Their season ends, and I give props to Granite City. They came in here and absolutely played their tails off. I mean, they came out here and fought last night, went down to the first set to Belleville West, came back and won the next 2 to get to tonight. And even though they lost 25-17 in set 1, they kept fighting, where they trailed by as many as 4 in the second set. They come back and almost get it done, losing by 3, 25-22. And I mean they played an incredible last 2 days of volleyball, and I got a lot of respect for Granite City because obviously their season did not go the way they wanted to. Finished 4 games under 500, came in as the 10th seed out of 12 in this sectional, yet they still played their butts off and beat a 5 seed and almost beat a 4 seed tonight. That is some incredible volleyball from Granite City, and they deserve a big round of applause and a big pat in the back to their players and their head coach, Dr. Justin Warren, who had Granite City playing today and last night. They're good. Really had a lot of fun watching them. I mean, I was really, if you could tell, I was rooting for them. I was rooting for the Cinderellas. I was rooting for Granite City. I was like, hey, it can go on one more day. Not it can go past today, but it can't go past Thursday. But I mean, they should have a lot to be proud of. I know, obviously, they're not coming home with the plaque. They're not coming home with anything to show for their season. But what they should be proud of is how they finished tonight and last night. How about Althoff, though? This is a team that has some pieces. I think they have more left in the tank. I think they can play better. Honestly, I'm expecting their best game coming Thursday night against Belleville East. The Lancers have a lot to work on. I think tonight wasn't their best showing. They played well in the first set, but the second set, Collinsville, just a scrappy ball club, man. They're scrappy, hungry. And I said this coming into tonight that really Granite City and Collinsville have nothing to lose. Maybe a little bit of Althoff as well, but especially those two teams. They have nothing to lose. They're just going to go out there and fight, and, you know, they're hungry. They want to pull up an upset. Think about it. Think about the headlines coming in out of tonight. If you're the team that knock off Belleville East, one of the best teams in the state of Illinois, that's a pretty big accolade and achievement to have for a program, especially like Collinsville, how young it is. And I give props to the K-Hawks as well. Coach Nesbitt and I talked about it tonight on the air. That's a ball club. That's a program that has a lot going for them, and they're going to continue to be better, continue to grow. I mean, I'm scared. I mean, Collinsville, I'm going to be probably scared of them in a few years. I'm hoping they can get to the levels that Belleville East and Althoff and Edwardsville's had in the past, because Collinsville, I mean, they got some pieces, they got some guys, and they're well coached by Mike Nichols over there, who has a very good program, and he's accomplished a lot, and I say a lot for Collinsville. He has accomplished a lot for the Crusaders. Sorry, for the K-Hawks. Apologize. Thinking of Althoff. Anyway, our regional championship will be Althoff Catholic taking on the Lancers Thursday night. That's a 6 o'clock open and serve. We'll be on the air at 5:45 with our Lancer Volleyball pregame show. I just looked. I don't think I saw any scores. I'll try it again. I did not see any scores in the O'Fallon Regional. O'Fallon taking on Father McKimney. Edwardsville taking on Maryville Christian. Two very interesting matchups that I'm very excited to see the results of. I'm going to look one more time. I looked on the IHSA website. It did not see anything. I'm going to try and check Twitter. We're going to hopefully here. Don't see anything. Yeah, I am not seeing any scores, so I apologize. Wish I had something for you guys, but we'll find out Thursday when we're on the air. But Belleville East is trying to make it their 4th straight regional championship Thursday. They get their 6th straight regional championship appearance at the win tonight. Althoff Catholic, on the other hand, is going to go for their first regional title since 2010. And as I mentioned, this is their 8th appearance in the last 9 years. They've went 0-7 in those previous 7 matchups. So we'll see what happens. They're 0-7, and we're talking about the last time they won was 2010. 2010. And let's see what they can do here in that. And the last time they actually got to the regional championship, well, they took on Belleville East 2 years ago in the Edwardsville Regional, lost 25-17, 25-19. And they will get Belleville East one more time again on Thursday, where they lost in 2 sets previous time around. Obviously, this team, 27 wins. They haven't been able to beat Edwardsville. They beat O'Fallon. It's crazy. In Edwardsville, they have turned things around so much since the first part of the season out of the second. I mean, they are a completely different team. A completely different team in Edwardsville. And I'm again, if Belleville East gets the sectional semifinal Saturday, whoever we play, if it's Edwardsville, O'Fallon, or, if it's one of those two, I'm going to be scared. Very, very scared, because both of those teams are really good, especially with how good Edwardsville's played. Lancers 1-3 last time around, and we saw the first time here at home, 28-26. It was a tight second set, tight game between those two, and we're expecting the same thing on Saturday if the Lancers get there. If it's Edwardsville or O'Fallon, we'll see, folks. All right. Thanks for tuning in. I've had a lot of fun these 2 days calling 4 games of volleyball over the last 2 days, and we've had some great matchups. I was rooting for Granite City to send us to a third set and get us a little more, but Again, props to this Alton last night, Belleville West, and then Collinsville and Granite City now, whose season's come to an end. They really impressed in these playoffs, and we're going to have a great regional championship matchup Thursday night. Belleville East Althoff here at Belleville, 6 o'clock open and server on there with our pregame show at 5:45. Thanks for tuning in tonight, folks. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. Have a great week as well. I'll see you Thursday. If I do not, next time I see you. I'll see you later.